and we're live-ish. So previously on Tatts and Tarasques, the group were making their way through the Wave Echo Cave near the town of Phandelver, where, if you remember, Gundren, Rockseeker, and his two brothers, were attempting to find sort of their old dwarven birthright, the lost mine of the Earth Clenchers, as I think they came to be known as. Gundren, of course, being Thorendir Grimsbane's cousin, and Thorendir had kind of roped the rest of you in to coming into this this dwarven stronghold that was now currently occupied by what seems like a hobgoblin force. And I'm not sure if any of you remember or have your notes about perhaps who they might be working for.
Old mate, the king of the hobbies. Can't remember his name though.
Sure.
King of the hobbies is good.
Well, you did leave so the king of the hobbies, that as you had broken Gundren out of capture, out of prison effectively, or out of the sort of hostage negotiation he was in the Cragmore Castle. There was last session quite the fight in the sort of mess hall area. A table was broken, a lot of food was ruined, and a lot of hobgoblins and even some skeletons died. And then from there, Pauly, Ymir, and Thorendir made their way into what appeared to be sort of a large forge area that has long since been dark. The small green flame still just barely lit in the forge, but the bellows that seems to power it was sort of water operated and has gone dry. Here as well, though, is a tentacled eyeball creature that seems to be floating around, and seem to be hell-bent on maintaining its job of not letting any of the magical items out of its sight or to be stolen by pirates.
So wait, that's a water wheel in that little bridge part there.
Yeah. So this is a channel that was once that looks like it maybe once took water in and turned the water wheel, which would turn the bellows.
So we could open that up and open the bellows up.
So I can't see the map at all. Interesting.
I don't have you as logged in.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the join screen and redo that, because I've been logged in for like an hour and a half.
Everyone else can see fine?
That might be why.
I'm good. Okay.
Dude, my temps are sitting at like 85 degrees. What the fuck is this shit?
Well, I mean, there's that ghosty fella over here. So...
Yeah. See,
the pirate ghost.
Oh,
maybe we should go talk to him. Try and talk to him.
I'm being very in character at the moment because I am snacking, but Winfred is still snacking at the table.
Alright, well maybe I'll go grab Winfred and say, do you want to come with me to go talk to a ghost?
Yeah,
One second.
Do you Pauly say that? Do you say that out loud? I like the whole "we should go talk to this ghost" because.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, because I'm saying it to Ymir and Thorendir, I guess, but who's probably just napping still.
Mr. Ompod, the floating eyeball, kind of floats over to you.
Sorry guys. Still can't see it. Does it say I'm logged in now?
It says you're not logged in yet.
What? It's literally what the?
Can you move your? Oh, I guess you can't move.
No, I can't see anything.
Let me try and activate a different scene and then.
Let me go to settings.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, no, I can't access anything. I just can't do things. I'm gonna go back to the forge.
It's got my Patreon for this month.
Access the game again. Then go to my name. Join.
Yeah, because I can see that myself, Timmy, Twitch, and Winfred are in the game.
Yep, mine shows you, me, Timmy, Twitch, Winfred. But nothing loading. You'll
just have to watch. You can watch the stream and direct me to where you want to stand. We played a game like that one week. It was just because the guy's computer was already packed up.
I'm gonna exit Chrome and.
What's the DM cauldron, by the way, on Twitch?
So I have a table that is going to be when we tip the cauldron with the inspiration points. I'm going to roll on the table, and then something crazy is going to happen. Could be good, could be bad. Who knows?
God, I have enough to do it to tip it over.
Bro, literally everything but this is loading. Are you kidding me? What is going on with this shit?
I really love the by the way too, just talking of the stream as well. I love the little transition thing of each of our characters.
Yeah, I was working on that today.
It's great.
I want to have like another one that's not the characters, but is just like some info about the channel, like, hey, use your inspiration points to give inspiration or whatever. Yeah,
it was good, dude.
It's just
good.
It's really going to annoy me just when I level you guys up, because then I have to go through and, and update it all.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, so
will be back.
What did Mr. Ompod say again? I do apologize. I got distracted.
We'll see you soon, Dill. So yeah, sorry, Mr. Ompod floats over to you, sort of distractedly. Its eyeball tentacles kind of looking around, and it says, "You shouldn't speak to the ghost. You shouldn't believe its lies. It's lying. All it wants to do is steal. We have to kill you. You should kill the ghost. Yes." Yeah, kill the ghost, stop the pirate raids. Only way for Ompod to finish their job, to do their job, to be their job.
Now, look, Mr. Ompod, I understand what you're saying, but us sailors, as much as we fight, we like to talk, and there's this thing we believe in called Pauly. Dead or alive, the pirate's code must continue. Before I go to battle with this man, I must talk to him first.
It turns one like it's kind of looking around, but it turns like all four of its eye stalks to you as soon as you mention that you're that you sort of intuit that you're a pirate.
Does it say anything about that?
It's sort of looking at you intently. One tentacle kind of flashes back to Thorendir, and I guess you, Timmy, are shit out of luck that he can't step in on your behalf right now. As Mr. Ompod says, a pirate has been brought here. You're a pirate. You're here to steal. You're here to steal that stuff. You're here to steal stuff from the earth clenchers. Ompod has to stop the pirates. Stopping the pirates is Ompod. That is Ompod's task. And the ghouls start moving towards you.
Now, Mr.
Winfred
Ompod.
hears the Mr. Ompod chattering away, and he starts wandering down the hallway.
Now, Mr. Ompod, there's not like I'm being paid by Thorendir, okay? And if I do one thing right, it's keep to my word. I will not attack. I will not steal any of the Grimsbane fortune without being told to first. So don't worry, you can stand down.
Give me a persuasion check to see how.
This is where I always fucking fail. That's off for once.
It's pretty good.
That was so close to being terrible. Holy crap.
So it's a 17. So Ompod is like, oh, you work for the Earth Clenchers. You're like Ompod. Our task is our purpose.
Hi, Ompod. My name is Winfred.
We lost you.
You're breaking up, bud.
You must understand this.
Sorry, I lost all that, Timmy. You're gonna have to run it by me again.
Okay, as you said, my word. I live by my code and I live by my law. I've got to go talk to him first.
So yeah, okay. So and Winfred, you walk in and you see this scene. I'm not sure if you'd kind of viewed it before.
I sort of, because I didn't come through this door before. I was running up and down the stairs and tackling hobgoblins into walls. So I've sort of walked into this beholder, this floating beholder.
Yeah, it's not quite a beholder, but it is certainly close.
Oh, it's not a beholder? I thought it was.
has,
Okay, my bad.
It has less eyes than a beholder.
Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't like that.
Basically, a baby beholder.
It's all right. I can see the tile.
Don't get rid of it. Keep it up there.
Get fucked.
Oh, here we go. Let me.
G'day, JR.
G'day.
All right. Well, Winfred, do you want to come with me?
Sure. What are we doing?
We're gonna go talk to a spooky ghost.
Ooh, I love ghosts.
It was from a spooky ghost.
Hmm.
All that plasm.
Let's go. Wait. Do we want to wait for Tally and Ymir?
Well,
I've sort of just walked off on Tally.
Oh, I think Tally had just scarfed a bunch of mushrooms.
So he probably still thinks I'm sitting
I had a
there.
whole bunch of cookies.
That's right.
Oh, so he definitely still thinks I'm sitting there.
So I can move now and everything's loaded.
Goody.
I've fixed it.
Welcome back.
I've also dropped my overclock to 4 gigahertz, but boosted my RAM to 3600 megahertz. I think we are good.
All right.
Now I'm going to try and boot up stream again.
I can't see your face on camera, but that is
yeah, it's because I don't have
less of a
Logitech.
problem. Oh, yeah, cool. That's all right. I have to rearrange my shit anyway, as JR's just arrived and thrown it all into chaos.
Damn it, JR.
In only the sexy way that JR can.
That's right.
Love it.
Let's try that.
Cool.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
No, fuck no.
So you start making your way down this well-maintained, or perhaps was once upon a time a well-maintained corridor. And you walk past the sort of trench that I mentioned that has the it's sort of dried up for some time. Oh, there we go.
Are you coming, Winfred?
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted.
All right. So I've already seen the ghost anyway, but maybe should we describe him again?
Yeah. Cool.
I'll start walking towards him.
Yeah. Let me pull up the stuff we got here.
I'm sort of like keeping very close to Pauly and looking over his shoulder.
Sorry, lads. While I was restarting my PC, what has Winfred and Pauly decided to do?
We're going to speak to a spooky ghost.
We're gonna go talk to the ghost because, him being a pirate and me being a pirate, there is a code. Before we fight, we must parlay.
Yeah. Okay. And can I bring? Wasn't there a bit of character knowledge that or maybe Thorendir and I gained at the end of the last?
I think that was me who rolled for it, but I definitely believe you guys should roll.
No, because we were talking to the beholder about.
Apparently, he's not a beholder. The voice in my head told me.
Yeah, well, he's a lesser beholder. I'm calling him a beholder because he looks like a beholder.
Beholder light.
Little bitch.
Beholder light.
Oh yes.
He's like the evolution form before a beholder, because he'll get more.
So he's like
he'll get more
Pichu.
tentacles. Yeah,
he's a beholdion.
Exactly.
Well then. But yeah, Dan, wasn't there a bit of character knowledge the Thorendir and I gained about?
You tell me.
I think it was from memory. I didn't write it in my notes, but from memory it was. No. I've got memory. From memory, it was that there were ghosts that weren't our little beholder friend, Sir Bug Eye. I'm calling him Buttface. Said that he didn't like the ghosts in this area, and they were a bit of trouble.
He mentioned that again. That's okay. Right. Your computer was restarting. He basically I had to persuade him to let me go talk to the ghost.
All right, Ymir's gonna just before you guys go to make your way, we get to this corner. Ymir's gonna be like, guys, now I'm all for killing, but I don't think we should talk to this guy.
Like I said,
you want to do it?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have a hard time killing something that's already dead.
You guys
You wanna
stay
vote?
back here, just watch my back. But I need to go talk to him.
I'll come with you, but I just wanted to voice my concern.
Sounds good. As you make your way up, as I showed you,
I'm gonna basically have my I'm gonna have like this is my idea. I'm gonna have my rapier in my hand, but like thumb down, so that way there's no way I could easily draw it and hold it up in the sky, with my hat in the other.
What's the
The only
access
time I
key
take the
again?
hat off.
What's the access key again?
I'll write it in Discord for you. There you go.
I think I'm just doing the capitals or something wrong.
There you go. So yeah, I kind of like walk up there like I'm going to parlay.
Yeah. As you you sort of approach, this figure coalesces further into, and looks rather like from a distance looked quite see-through, and you could see the sort of tendrils of smoke and see the crashing of the waves. Behind, despite being underground, there appears to be some kind of tide system in here, or at least sort of moving sound, and sort of you can hear the echo of the waves as you step closer.
All right, perfect. I'll gesture to Ymir just to stay right where he is, just because I do want to talk to him first, and then but stay close.
Ymir is going to take that as a what? Come on over. Nah. Ymir will stay right where he is with his hand on with his axe. The head of his axe is currently on the ground, but he's got his what's the base? The pommel. He's got his palm over the pommel of his axe, just sort of using it to prop himself
getting it
up
ready, kind of like a sharpshooter.
No. He's got it on the ground, just like as sort of like a walking stick sort of thing. Because I'm pretty sure at the end of combat, I took 1 stack of exhaustion, so he is a little bit
tired.
Yeah, he's exhaustion level 1, so he's a bit tired. So he's just chilling out, holding on to his axe, just listening for whatever's going on around.
As you step closer, you hear all of you here, and even Pauly sort of coming up in the rear here. You hear sort of a grave whisper. Your presence is offensive to me. Your life forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, and not yours to plunder. If you be coming for my treasure, you be sorely misunderstanding the nature of this here cave.
Sorry there, Dan.
Sorry.
Winfred leans over to Pauly and just says, "He says our lives are forfeit. It's kind of the pod calling the kettle black, don't you think?"
But as you step forward, Pauly, obviously your sword held in a sort of a particular manner. This wraith looks you up and down, and says, "What is this? Some kind of underground bird creature, but so colorful, and it fancies itself a pirate, does it?"
Doesn't fancy itself a pirate. Is a pirate, and still more successful than you, old chap, because I'm still living.
And yet you come for my treasure, my booty, yet I see you don't have much of your own. So perhaps we are on even footing here, my fair feathered friend.
Look, I'm not saying that I don't have any, I'm not saying I don't have any booty right now. But I reckon, mate, we could easily split this booty up in half, because is it really your booty? As far as I know, you've got a little tiny beholder light sitting over there, keeping this booty away from you. I reckon we could team up and take this booty for ourselves.
I tell you what, if you can get rid of this abomination, this guard from beyond, I would be willing to share some of my hard-earned treasure.
No.
And
This isn't how this works, my friend. We've got to work together. If you want to help us out, you can help us out. If not, we can go for it now. My buddies are more than happy to help out and do this as well. I'm just trying to offer you something here.
He says,
I glance back to both of my hulking pals.
yeah.
Ymir looks a little bit. The word. He's a bit uncomfortable because he does not like ghosts or specters.
Winfred's sitting on
I'm
the
not
ground.
ancestral.
Winfred's sitting on the ground, scratching things into the dirt. What?
The pirate kind of looks at his ghostly nails, and says, "You appear to be landlocked, Captain, but I know the location of a vessel, and if you were to do this for me, then I would be free to leave, and I wouldn't need that information anymore. I'd be happy to part with it."
Just to say, Pauly is visibly turned on at the idea.
I figured as much.
And Tally is extremely not keen about it. You know, moisture isn't great for a towel.
Is Tally within earshot?
Tally looks like he's just lying at the bottom of a dried up riverbed.
Yeah.
He's chilling out.
Okay.
I'm
Look,
just eating a whole bunch of cookies, all right?
Pauly, give me a perception check.
Me.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Not
just
great,
so
mate.
focused on what he's saying that you don't really take in anything else.
Can I try and make an? Never mind.
Look, you may be right. We may be landlocked, and that's no poor sight for any good discerning pirate. But I want some more details about this ship.
Does it have wheels?
No.
It does not have wheel. Oh, it has a wheel, and that wheel is
Ymir
connected
butts
to the
in.
rudder.
Ymir's going to butt in here and just say, "Never mind our material friend. It is very high."
The bold venture is a sturdy sloop, a small ship, but one that can get into and out of the shallowest of coves. She was,
Okay.
she was and is my pride and joy. She got me to a place like this, thousands of leagues from any seaport.
Ymir's in again. What? She got you underground and dead?
Well, I mean, the Spectator got me dead, but my girl got me here, and she's birthed not too far from here, but I doubt you'd find her without my help.
All right, I'm actually
Done.
going to. I'm actually going to do this.
Yep.
Can I make an insight check to see, sort of, if he's on the level,
Mhm.
see if he's telling the truth, or if he's just been like trying to bait us into, as our fine feathered friend looks, and for all intents and purposes is a pirate, and would have a really want a ship or love a ship. I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
he's a
not
bit
wrong.
enamored with the conversation.
Yes.
So Ymir wants to.
You've seen like
Just see.
Pauly's eyes pop up with ships, like it's,
Yeah, he's
like,
Ymir, not being the smartest of fellows, even still has popped up and gone, Now wait a minute.
Wait a second.
He's had a moment of clarity. So insight check coming through. Natural 20. -1 though, so 19.
That's still pretty ace. You think that? I mean, this guy is being true. Is certainly being true about. He's talking about the ship. He's also. You kind of gather, and maybe this is something that Ymir's dealt with. You know, people like Pauly, these types who are too cocky for themselves. You know, like they're very specifically not saying certain things. Yeah. Like he's leaving out a lot of detail. You're not sure if that's because he's intentionally trying to do that or trying to make it sound easier than it is. You know, people try and go like, "Oh, just do this job. It's just a little job. It's just a little job." When it turns out it's actually probably a big deal.
Well, hey man, paint my fence. It'll only take you a day. It turns out this fence is a Great Wall of China.
Yes. So you think there's certainly probably more than what he's telling you. You're not. You also think he probably has more to offer than like a ship is pretty cool, but like he talked about booty and treasure.
Yeah. All right. Well, with this new knowledge, Ymir, in using his axe as a walking stick, takes a step closer and goes along the lines of now I do believe that you are being truthful, but I also believe that there is more to be gained here than just a ship. What else are you not telling us, and what can you offer?
He says, "Well, aren't you a tall drink of water?"
Ale.
Ooh, he's interested in Ymir. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Flirt with him.
Ymir's not the flirtatious type.
You don't have to be with those muscles.
Ymir's already got a dragon daddy.
Yeah, good point.
He's got Venom Chat already.
You could have Venom Chat and then Ghost Daddy on both one each arm.
One on each arm. Let's get it. Ymir needs his bachelor pad.
Needs more subscribers to his Only Scrolls.
Oh, that's so good.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
What was the name of that magazine we found the other day?
Playgob? Or was it
No, Gobby's Weekly.
Gobby's Weekly.
It was Gobby's Weekly, yeah.
God, I hope we find some more Gobby's Weekly.
Absolutely.
I've determined that there's 20 issues of Gobby's Weekly. You collect them all, you get the alternate costume. So.
Oh.
Or maybe you unlock a companion. I don't know.
Goblin in a bunny suit.
Yeah, exactly. Or a bunny in a goblin suit. Who knows? Whatever floats your proverbial boat. The pirate says, "Okay, if you can kill that Spectator, I'm the Spectre.
Yes.
And kill its ghouls. Leave the way open for me. I can haunt this place pretty freely. Have a good old time here, hanging out. I'll show you the way to the ship. And I will give you a map."
Where does the map take us?
In fact, actually, I'll do you one better. I will give you a choice. You can have what's in chest number 1.
Oh, I don't like
chest
these
number
kind of
2,
choices.
or chest number 3.
Ooh. So basically, like just like the ships, instead it's like a roulette wheel of 3 chests going into his eyes now.
Yeah.
Right,
so he says, I've got a chest of wood. I've got a chest of wood, a chest of steel, and a chest of that's got sort of like gold inlay.
Okay.
So gold
Is it
inlay,
like a
chest of
Simpsons
steel.
reference where he's like, you can have this, or you could have the box.
And with all
Give
of
me the
that,
box. Give me the box.
and with all of that, we still get the ship.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, for God's sakes!
So.
Winfred uses danger sense. You guys are fucking ridiculous.
I'm not going to say that I don't want the ship. I'd be lying otherwise.
Ymir is not afraid of water. Ymir sort of turns to Pauly and
DM
takes another
Daddy,
look at him.
can I roll for danger sense, please? These guys are fucking ridiculous.
Give me an
We
insight
know
check
what the
to see
danger is
if.
because they're all here.
An insight check?
Give me an insight check to kind of get a feel for your.
It was the same. It was the same check that Ymir did.
Well, Ymir was trying to determine if the guy was lying.
Oh.
Winfred, I mean, you feel if you feel nervous, you feel nervous. You can hear the flapping of leathery wings. You're not sure if it's related.
Wait. What?
Oh, so not Ymir, Winfred. Winfred, you're sitting there. The fur on the back of your neck starts standing up. You're not sure if it's. I mean, it could be related to the creepy ghost. It could just be this place with you can feel or hear over the occasionally through the breaks in sound of the water breaking on the rocks. You hear the flapping of leathery wings.
Guys, can you hear that? I got a bad feeling about this.
What do you hear, Winfred?
I can hear wings, flappy wings, big ones, leather ones.
Our friend
Now,
over
Ghost,
here.
what was your
is a
name?
bird.
Sorry,
Does it have
Winfred?
wheels?
Ghost.
More-
Sorry, Captain Ghost. What was your name? I should ask that. How rude of me.
He says.
Now being very, very polite.
Yeah. Let me give him. Oh, actually, this works really well. Get pirate names. Here we go. He sort of takes off his ghostly hat, bows to you, and says, "My name is Kingston Ragenrolls Ethel. Pleasure to meet another pirate captain."
And then I do the same thing. I take my hat off and basically imitate the same bow and go, Pauly, at your service.
He got his NPC.
Yeah.
He'll be happy with that. All right. Well, Ymir, turns to Pauly. Sees
Kingston is his
the
name.
one
Write it down.
eye of
What was the name again?
a
Sorry, Kingston.
treasure
What again?
chest.
Kingston Ragenrolls Ethel.
What a great name.
I see one of Pauly's eyes on one side of his head, because he is a bird, is a treasure chest, and it's just 3 chests spinning, of various, and the other one is the ship.
Just chip.
And Ymir looks at Pauly and goes, I believe he's on the level.
Damn,
Are
Daddy,
we
can I make a
doing this?
perception check, please?
You certainly can.
I
What are
want to
you looking
use
for?
my snozzroll to sniff the chests.
No, we don't get to pick the chest until we kill the things.
I'm not picking the chest. I'm sniffing them.
Does he have the chest here?
Yeah, the chest's physically here.
So you're
You just
looking
mentioned it.
around.
Like, are the chests in the immediate vicinity, sort of thing? Because he's offered his chest. Are they in the immediate vicinity, or are they somewhere else?
You don't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He was just mentioning that that he will offer us one of these chests as
Yeah.
well as the ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
He says-
return for doing what now?
He says, "Kill the Spectator." I mean, you can take its treasure. I don't really care. I'm just kind of vengeful of the fact that it killed me.
Oh, speaking of, we can take the treasure too. Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, the treasure. I can't really do much with the treasure here.
Ymir looks at Pauly and just nods, and then starts walking back.
But if you do that, I will show you the location of a ship, or my old ship, and you can take it to the underground pirate harbor of Waterdeep.
Once again,
So
Pauly,
this is a submarine?
all of Pauly's like fucking feathers just ruffle in just pure ecstasy.
Ymir's already.
Because I mean, like, well, actually, can I roll history? Can I roll like a history check on Waterdeep?
Yep.
You really need to be asking the guy that knows everything about everything. All right. Tell.
Oh, it's just it's a pirate haven. I just always like, yeah. But okay, anyway, yes. Tell me what a frog is.
Tell me all about it, mate.
Winfred's never been to Waterdeep, but let's give this a shot anyway.
That's better. All right. So what do we want? History, yeah? I might as well throw one in.
Yeah, I'll accept history. So, any of you heard?
Hey! Ymir's useful today.
For the first time.
His rolls are getting... Hey, last week he was pretty useful with that fire giant strength. He bopped everything.
Absolutely.
So you've heard stories, and Ymir, I don't think you've probably spent time in Waterdeep. It's sort of a big city.
I've heard of it. Ymir would have heard of it, but because he's come from the north, he hasn't quite been that far south yet.
You know that Waterdeep has a harbour, and up in Luskan, up north, you have heard stories of sort of pirate coves and things like that, sort of hidden harbours that a lot of smugglers move in and out of. A city as big as Waterdeep could certainly have something like that, from your knowledge of it. But it's not something I don't think you would have, you certainly wouldn't have been there or anything. You may have heard some stories of traders in and out of Luskan, I think, or even, 10 Towns or one of those other northern sort of cities, settlements. You probably would have heard talk of, smugglers' coves and things like that, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a possibility that this is a real thing he's talking about.
Well, Ymir...
Look, I don't think we're gonna get a better deal, fellas.
Ymir's already stopped choosing his axe as a walking stick, and he's making his way back towards the
Spectator.
Beholder Light. He's just gonna wander on over here.
So what do we have to kill again?
Actually, no, wait. No, Ymir, wait. Tally,
Ymir's
wait.
not gonna kill anything yet.
No. Let's make a plan while we're over here, away from the Beholder Light.
Oh, is that the thing we have to kill? The thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
but hang on a minute.
I think we can do this in our favor, right? Now,
Thorendir's right there. Is he?
Yeah, Thorendir's just chilling there for now.
I'll throw him like here. It's all good.
Have you checked it for monsters?
Guys, this is my plan so far, right? That's a dam covering up that water, isn't it?
There appears to be something. There's sort of an old winch there.
Are we able to lift that up?
You potentially.
Potentially.
All right.
Let's do
my plan. This is my plan.
No, it would be more of a.
Let's convince Beholder Light that we need the ghouls to go into that ravine or that little waterway, and then wait there. We need their help to fight this ghost, right? We'll have one of us stand back, release the winch, a flood of water fucking flushes those ghouls away down into wherever the fuck that needs to go. But away from us is the most important thing. But also, because of that water wheel, we could have someone on the bellows and then try and push the Beholder Light into the fucking bellows.
Sounds awfully complicated.
Nah.
I mean, I'm down for it, but
It takes two people really to do like the two actions, and then someone to convince the beholder we need the help with the ghouls.
Okay. Who's going
Right.
to convince him?
So probably one of like either Winfred or Ymir to push the beholder into and keep him right near the entrance to the bellows.
And me to distract him in the river bit.
Yeah, and then like the winch part. I mean, either you or myself
do the
can
winch.
do that.
I'm liking the
Alright.
winch. Less chance of getting
the
wet.
winch would be
Who has
a strength operation.
That'd be
Well,
you.
who has a
Ymir,
better persuasion skill?
Yeah, who's got the most charisma?
I'm +4.
I'm -1 in persuasion.
I'm +1, but I'm also cute and fluffy.
All right.
So, alright, Pauly, you are in charge of. Alright, I'm taking charge. Pauly, you're in charge of telling him what to do. That we need the help. All right.
Winfred could do up the winch.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Winfred, get the winch, and I will do the shoving. Tally, you just sit there and look pretty.
Also, whilst we're all standing around here, how did I do with my drawing of a pirate ship?
Ymir's already gone, but he shouts over his shoulder.
Ymir's already walked off, steps on your drawing of the pirate ship as he walks by.
All right.
Classic
Tally,
Ymir.
actually, let's have you over here as well, just in case.
What am I gonna know when to pull the winch?
When I yell,
you will
"Caca!"
know.
Okay.
You'll know when you see a Thorendir flying towards you.
Actually, that's
Can
even
I make
better.
a strength check to throw Thorendir at Winfred?
Have I got to
No, I'm not
catch
gonna do
him
that.
like a fucking NFL
No,
player?
it's fine.
Yeah,
Leave
we're not doing
Thorendir
that.
there. He can run
He'll take
away.
damage.
He can NPC run away.
Yep. He'll make a retreat. Just so you know, if shoving of the beholder light into the bellows does not work, I'm gonna smash him in the face with my axe.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
That's why I want you close.
Very
Right.
good.
Okay.
So it's
Mr.
sort of
Ompod?
it's still floating around. Mr. Ompod is sort of floating
Ompod,
around,
sorry. I was close.
looking at the various tables. It uses sort of seems to use some sort of telekinesis to like rearrange something slightly, and then like rearranges it back, and then kind of like floats off to the next thing.
Oh, great, he has OCD.
All right. So I went and talked to him. The parlay's been done, but
You've killed the pirate. The pirate is gone. There's no more stealing of the treasures.
we can't do it
technically,
alone.
He's already dead.
We can't do it alone. I will need the help of your ghouls, but I want to lay a trap for him.
Devious.
Now,
And how? What is this? This
Now,
will kill the pirate.
this will kill the pirate, yes, but I need the help of your ghouls. I need them to be strategically placed in the right spot just so we can attack.
But they have their jobs to do. They're doing their jobs. They're keeping the items safe. Give me a
And they
perception
will
check. Oh, sorry,
Pardon?
persuasion check.
Persuasion? Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's so lucky.
So it's a solid 23. So what does a 23 look like, Pauly?
23 is me literally, like, you can see the words going around this fucking spectator's head, and just he's completely raptured by me. He agrees that these ghouls need to be in the right spot.
Yeah, you
My
start
heart
telling
sunk
him.
for a second there.
You
Mate,
start
mine did
talking about that they need to be. He's like, yes, a devious plan. Set a trap to catch a thief, of course. But the ghouls need to be in the right position. Where you tell me where, and I shall command them to be there, and that will be their task. That will be their purpose. They will stand there for 1,000 years if they need to be. What is time to a ghoul?
Right. Okay. This is where I want them. Now, this exit over here, this side, there's a way you can get around, and that pirate could try run away. So I want these ghouls. I'll walk them over.
Yeah. So one
I want these
shambles
ghouls.
over.
Yeah.
It
I want
sort of
it, like-
climbs down into the trench, falls down into the trench,
Yeah, I'll fly over it.
Face first.
Fly over it.
Yeah.
And then, like, just near the exit over here. So just where if you can see where my cursor is, yes.
If you hold a click on it, it'll put a.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
marker. Yeah.
So yeah, as you walk to that edge, it's sort of like a you have trouble seeing, delving that deep into the dark. You see a cavern beyond that seems to be lit by phosphorescent fauna,
Rocks and mushrooms.
flora, yeah, rocks and mushrooms mostly. Even some slimes and things like that. You see puddles of slime that are glowing. It gives you maybe a bit of a chill. And it kind of ends almost like an aqueduct, like the Roman aqueduct. This sort of channel that would house the water, and it sort of drops into the cave beyond.
Perfect. Okay. Right. So, well, I'll have both of them stand there. And now I'm going to say to him too, now your job is very, very important.
Of course, yes. My job is my purpose. It is my task. I am the job.
I need you to be staring at the bellows flames, getting right in there. Because we need you to be safe. You need to guard this treasure forever.
And Ymir is going to stand here and gesture towards here and be like, right here. This is the safest spot.
Inside. Inside the bellows. Because we need you to be safe. The ghouls are expendable, but you are not.
It says, my entire purpose is this task. My entire being. I am here to protect. I am here to save. And the pirate threatens that I will do. I will hear and obey.
So let's have him inside there then, and then like I'm gonna guess there's a door or something like that.
Ymir is gonna face him here.
And Ymir is gonna be standing right there just to defend you, so that way there's no chance this mean ghost can get anywhere near you. Ymir, make sure that door is ready. That door is ready, so if that pirate comes, we can close it so he is safe.
Yep, Ymir's on it.
And you can see beyond.
Ymir just nods.
Beyond the spectator, there's the tiny green flame that hasn't gone out despite however many years it's been. Though of course it's a tiny little one. There's this little subtle green glow inside the forge.
Perfect. Well, is the spectator inside there now?
It's sort of floating around like just outside it. The opening to the forge itself isn't huge and massive. It's not sort of like shoved inside, but it's sort of floating there, looking at it with its main eye, and then occasionally its other eyes kind of look around, look at Ymir, look at you, and then like they sort of get drawn back to the flame, and then they kind of look around again, like it's.
Can we shove him in there? Is it big enough to shove him in there?
Yeah, you think like it'll be a task
will make it
like
work.
Yeah, it'll be like pushing. It'll be a yeah.
The towel into the towel rack. Just shove it in there.
Like shoving your towels into the exactly. There'll definitely be some resistance. So it can't just fly in, right? Like it would have to be squeezed in.
Oh no!
Right. Okay.
Ymir's got a plan for this.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Now, sir, I need you to stare at that flame. Keep all of your eyes on that flame. Watch that flame. That flame is the treasure.
Yes, the spell forge. The most valuable thing here. It made everything. It must be protected.
You must watch that. The flame right now is the mission. Stare at it. Give nothing else to like nothing else. It's your attention. Just the flame.
Right, it is doing that as time passes.
As I hear the signal, I look over at the pirate and he sort of mentions back at me like, "Well, go on," and then I start winching the dam upwards, I suppose.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Just like fucking just rolling it as much as I can. I'm gonna roll a
athletics check.
straight strength. Yeah.
I'll accept an athletics on this. Yeah.
Athletics. Oh,
athletics
Fuck
would be
yeah.
better.
All right, cool. Just a normal one. Oh dear.
Oh my.
You hear the creaking of wood, or the rest of you hear the creaking of wood, and then like sort of the sound of the splintering of wood.
I'm gonna keep trying to wrench it.
And Mr. Ombod sort of turns around and goes, "What was that? The pirates are attacking. We have to take positions. They're here. They're upon us."
You
Ymir
only
turns-
in position. Sorry, I
Ymir
just
turns-
decided.
Lock him in the bowels.
No, Ymir turns and just goes, yes, we're in position. And then
You gotta wait.
kicks him right in the eye.
Give me
Into
a
it?
second. Give me a
Like,
second
yeah,
athletics
like-
check
Because
because you are exhausted. You have disadvantage on
That is
ability
good.
checks.
That is a good point. So yeah, because obviously the way I'm assuming he's turned around to say something, so I've just booted him in the face to kick him into the forge.
Okay,
Here's my second. Just as
Ooh.
good. So
that's pretty good. So it's going to be the 17.
Yep.
Going to be contesting against his athletics, which I'll tell you now is not great.
no, it's not.
Athletics.
Can you roll it?
Oh,
Yes.
I thought he was going to
Yeah,
get a
no, we're
20.
So you kick him essentially into the forge, and he kind of gets squished in through the opening, through the aperture, and sort of looks around. Its eyes sort of turn to you and seem to start glowing.
Tally, close the door.
Oh no.
What should I roll to close it? Do I get to roll for something?
Athletics.
No.
Give me a dexterity check to see if you can close it before one of these eye rays takes a shot at you.
And all the time cooking is
10.
finally paid off.
Let's see what.
Oh no!
Oh,
Well, he
let's
does
see.
have more than one arm.
He's got 4
So you
eyes,
go-
apart
you-
from
you-
his central.
Tally reaches out, grabs the open door of the forge, and is a little bit slow in pulling it closed. Mr. Ompod has kind of spun around. Well, actually, it hasn't spun around. One of the eye stalks has turned back. It glows a sickening yellow, and then lances out at you.
At me.
Yeah, probably
I
you
just
because you
kicked
just
it.
kicked it.
Yeah,
I need you to make a
booted it,
wisdom
so-
saving throw, please, Ymir.
Oh no.
And that'll also be
So
at a disadvantage.
That's just a standard. All right.
Wait, actually, ability checks. What is that? Speed halved.
I can just hit it at a saving.
Oh no, it's just it's just normal. Because it's not the ability; it's the
Yeah,
attribute. The ability is your trained stuff.
15.
Oh,
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. You are not frightened,
Right.
or paralyzed, or wounded.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool. As Towley kind of is able to, as the beam kind of lances into you, Ymir, you, for a moment there, start to shake, get the sweats, but then you are able to overcome it as Towley kind of slams the metal door with a big clang.
Just like baking cookies.
Now, is there any way to can Ymir now make his way around and operate the actual bellows to get the fire nice and hot?
So you want to operate, do it manually kind of thing?
Yeah, because the water hasn't come through, but the way I see it, the ghouls, they sort of fell down into the trench, so there's no way they're getting back up anytime soon. So I'm just Ymir's just gonna operate the fuck out of these bellows and just
I'm gonna try and
roast
fucking get this
dude.
winch done again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ymir walks over to the axle, I guess that's connecting it to a water wheel. You think you can potentially trying to manually work it, though it'll be a lot harder than doing what a normal bellows because it's obviously all tied into this axle, right? You'd have to almost spin the wheel, you think, to get it working. Winfred,
Never mind.
Winfred, you assess the situation and see that part of the machine had broken, but you're able to kind of walk over there and just lift the big wooden sluice gate, and lift that up for a time as water starts flooding in.
Stop being annoying.
Winfred just reveals these huge fucking biceps and just lifts it.
And just like slides up the fur up his arms and just gets it ready. Like,
Okay.
well, Ymir no longer has any need to operate the bellows.
Yeah, Ymir, come back and guard the door.
I'm not, man. That's the tower job
Do I now have to stay here so the water keeps doing the thing?
for now.
For now.
Okay.
I'm gonna get.
We just
I'm not
need to
sure
cook
how
a-
this mechanism works, so I'm sort of playing it by ear.
Yeah, we just need to cook a spectator in a forge first, and then
Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough, I suppose.
We're gonna roll initiative here because
You can bet to piss off a Beholion, whatever it's called.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good roll for once.
base form beholder.
Oh, get fucked.
14. Thank God for my +5 in initiative.
Hey,
Yeah, I need a
DM
+2.
Daddy, I point of order. I rolled a 2, but Pauly's die actually knocked mine and knocked it into a 20. So does that count?
So I think that counts, mon frere. It is what the game says you rolled is what it is. I'm afraid.
It is
Is
what
this
it
essentially
is.
just going to be a check-off as it tries to escape?
Potentially, but also you'll love to know that Aaron, the biggest Steve in chat, has spent enough inspiration points for a wandering monster. So we're gonna add. We're just gonna add a little bit of spice, just a little bit of cheeky spice to this combat.
He could have got us
I am
all
once
the way
again
over.
reminding everybody that I say this with full respect to DM Daddy's viewers, but get fucked.
No, I have no respect for Aaron.
Wait, which
I
Aaron is
told
it?
him.
I don't think it's our Aaron.
No. Oh, is it Aaron Ducret?
Aaron. Nice.
Ooh.
No last names on the internet, bruh.
Oh, good point.
But yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I said it really wrong, so it's fine.
Yeah, you did.
Either way, I miss you.
He said no jelly this time, I hope. Oi, I'll fucking fight you.
I'll fight you and I will win. Don't even try say you would win.
You never know if Steve comes out. He said, tell Timmy never to mispronounce my last name again.
Sorry, doucheret.
Douche.
So
Let's get it.
the sort of black water of the cave flies through down the channel. You hear it sort of colliding with a couple of ghouls, and the water wheel starts turning. However, hands up anyone who's a Venom fan, who's like a Black Spider-Man.
Oh, God.
These sort of black
tendrils,
the symbiote start. You notice as the wheel kind of comes up on one of its rotations and the bellows is being pumped, this sort of black substance has clung to it from the water and starts to slowly make its way out.
Out the back of the bellow.
God. What the fuck is that?
This, my friends, is a black. You look. You didn't want a jelly, and that's fine. This is not a jelly. It is a black pudding.
Is it poisonous?
Pudding.
So it is not the creature inside. That's just for illustrative purposes. It is the slime itself.
Can I activate my necklace?
I think your necklace is always active.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It just
Okay.
goes flat.
Okay, guys, I have a
resistance.
foolproof plan. I want to fucking RKO this thing.
Oh no.
Worked last time. It'll work
Well,
again.
you try first. Ymir's up next.
I mean, I'm stuck over here holding this winch. So like,
Did we get those
don't need to
ghouls
hold
down
the
the?
winch
Did they
anymore.
fall down the thing yet or no?
Yeah, let me make some checks for them to see how they did here.
Because that was my main plan. If we could like I didn't include the fucking symbiote in this shit.
Well, you can. I mean, you can
You've
play.
said symbiote 3 different ways, and you only got one of them right.
Symbiote.
How the fuck?
Symbiote.
One of the you from your position, actually, Pauly. I'm not sure if you can even see that far into the shadows, but it sounds like one of the ghouls maybe has gone flying.
Right. Good. As long as I get rid of one.
Yeah, it works for us. I hope.
Let's begin combat. The Gloomy Ghoul, yeah, he's down there. Ymir.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So Ymir, he's gonna make his move because he just sees a giant fucking oozing thing come up from the water. Completely forgets about the beholder.
So is the beholder still in it though? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's closed in. Like we did close the door, so I mean.
did you throw the latch over?
Well, you were the one that shut the door.
You closed the door.
Yeah. Cool. I would have definitely done that.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, you were the one who did it.
I think.
Anyway.
Can you check?
Ymir is going to, like, in seeing this, he enrages. Because, did that work? Rage. There we go.
See how he flicks the little lock over.
There we go. He enrages. And then swings his axe at this thing.
All right.
But I'm going to have to do it twice because I'm currently at exhaustion level 1.
No, so you don't. That's ability checks. At exhaustion level 1. At exhaustion level 3, your attack rolls go to disadvantage. And I think only when not raging. I think it's like when you go rage form, you kind of shrug off all the exhaustion and go hard, and then it's like as soon as the rage ends,
You're back
the lethargy hits you again. Is how I kind of think of it. I could be wrong, but 25 to hit will certainly hit, dealing 5 slashing damage. Hey.
Yeah, with that great X +1.
No.
All right.
Oh, what's happened? What did I do?
So Ymir charges in, lets out a bellow of rage next to the bellows, and brings the axe down, slicing directly through. You hear the clonk of this magical axe hitting the floor.
Oh.
And you slice this black pudding into 2.
I don't have any. I only have slashing weapons. I guess I can shoot it, but would arrows count? What are they?
They'd be piercing damage.
They're piercing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And a creature that touches the pudding or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it, as you attack it, a bunch of its form splashes onto you, Ymir.
Oh, fantastic.
And you take 2 acid damage. And acid starts sort of like sizzling and bubbling on your axe, but you realize that you kind of samurai shake it off, and your axe is fine.
Wait.
Pauly.
Okay, I'm gonna back the fuck away. Seeing him try and cut the symbiote, and I'm just saying it wrong now to hurt you because I know it hurt you, Jacob. The Simboat. I'm going to
the simp boat.
the sign boat. I'm gonna go right back to the wall, and then shoot the one on the left with my short bow.
I'm just so glad you can't see my face now because I'm like in utter defeat.
11?
11 will hit. So that's 7 piercing damage, as the one on the left has no one standing next to it.
Yeah.
Now, also, just as a reminder, I have here that just mark that as complete. I think someone handed out inspiration last session, but I don't see who they gave it to. But you guys also, some of you might have inspiration on your character sheets, so just remember that. I'll leave that.
I got given inspiration, but I used it last session.
Okay.
I don't think I've got any.
Good point, Aaron. Syrup goat.
Well, maybe there's just one in the pool if someone wants to claim it. All right, one of the ghouls that wasn't knocked off is going to start making its way over.
Oh man!
Hang on 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 moment.
He's obviously wading through the water, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's sort of pushing against the water and doesn't get very far. It's sort of shambling back, obviously under some kind of command. Pauly, can you give me a contested? Oh wait, you said you hit the latch, didn't you? You didn't.
Yeah.
You're not trying to hold the door closed. You just hit the latch.
Yeah, I just hit the latch. Because given a good old flick of the finger, she just switched on over like it was nothing.
You see the glow
Sorry
from
about that.
inside.
He was being a fuck.
That's all good. You see the glow from inside the forge start to increase as the water wheel is turning. The bellows are being pumped, and the green flame inside the forge seems to be growing. And you hear and smell the sizzling of flesh.
Oh, sick.
You also hear the sound of some sort of destructive ray, and the front door of the forge starts glowing in sort of a pinpoint area. As it seems like some kind of laser cutter is stuck inside this thing.
This thing's going full fucking Iron Man.
This motherfucker's got an oxy.
Okay, the black pudding is going to try and hit you with its pseudopod, Ymir.
Oh, great.
Jesus.
Oh, gee. Okay.
Why don't we lure
13 to hit?
Why don't we lure the black dudes across, and I'll just open the door, and then we'll roast it.
What's your AC?
No, your AC is 17, isn't it?
Oh, 17. No, I'm good. And JR, we couldn't do that because the motherfucker inside there is trying to burn the whole door down.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of,
lure
it
in
is
front of the door, and the motherfucker inside can shoot the laser. I mean, chocolate. Sorry. Shoot the laser through the door and burn the black pudding.
That's right. That's what I was trying to say.
That could work.
Pauly, it's your turn.
Simming floats.
Yeah, in a bit of a sticky situation here. All right. Fine.
Sticky situation.
Is he 20 foot away from me? Is that what it is? All right. I'm gonna just move a little bit closer, and then I'm gonna use my. I gotta go a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and. What am I gonna do? I think with all this going on, the only reasonable thing that Pauly can do, knowing what he just seen, is to let out a bit of thunder, clapping those cheeks. See.
Okay. So thunderclap, is it?
Yeah. No, thunder wave. Wave. It's called.
Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to find it. Why wouldn't it cast the spell? Oh, here we go. Sorry, Ymir.
Misses.
Gets both of them. How come it didn't? Don't I get to roll for it?
They have to roll. You have to roll
they
the
have
damage.
to roll. That's right. Yeah.
You roll
so
the damage, and they have
two,
to beat the con saves.
What does it roll? 2d8s, yeah.
Yep. So you're gonna make con saving throw.
/roll.
That's what it is. Slash roll, then what?
Slash roll space
2d8.
2d8.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I believe your what is your DC spell? What's your spell save?
Oh, where do I see that?
Says
Attributes?
Hold on. It's 13. Yours is 13. So,
Oh, yeah.
one of them is going to take full damage. The other one's going to take half. So
Okay.
the first one takes half damage here, and is so that's 4. The other one, the one on the left, takes the full 8 and is shoved back 10 feet.
Perfect.
See ya, nerds.
One's still up in your grill. The other one's been shoved back. You hear like a splash as it flies into the water. You hear that of like, you know, the symbiote as it gets attacked by sonic waves.
Is the water currently flowing, or is it still water now?
It is flowing. It's not like a torrent. The initial rush of water was probably a bit of a torrent, but it is enough to turn a wheel. As we cut over to Winfred, who's standing over there next to everyone's favorite ghost pirate, Kingston Rage and Rolls Ethel. He just looks at you and kind of grins his wraith-like grin, and says, "So, do you spend much time up north? Got any? I don't know. Is this racist? Like, do you know any polar bears?"
Yikes.
Winfred's sort of looking at him and looks at his brown fur and looks back up at him and just says, Was that not meant to be racist?
It is your turn, Winfred.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm too far away from everything. I need to dash from.
So you drop the gate.
I thought I didn't have to hold on to it. Did I not have to hold on to it?
No, the water's in there now, but it's not going to continue flowing once you close it.
Because it keeps going out like the other end, right? Like it's a flow.
Okay.
Unless you think you want to, if you think you have a clever way of jamming it open.
I think I do. I'm gonna fucking have a big brain roll right about here. I have. How many of these do I have? I have 4 of these. I have javelins in my pack. What I want to do is I want to try and prop the gate open with these javelins. And I'm just gonna spend my turn try and like reinforcing it as much as I can to see if I can hold this gate open to allow the water to keep running. So what kind of roll would I use for that?
Give me an attack roll. So you're holding it up with one arm and you're trying to like shove the javelin into a spot to kind of keep it levered open.
Okay.
So just give me an attack roll and we'll see if you
roll with the javelin.
Yeah, with the javelin to see if you find the right spot. Find that sweet spot. Yeah, absolutely. So you're able to jam it in there, wedge it in, so that the javelin's kind of holding it up, and I'll let you have your movement from here. So that was kind of your essentially your attack, right, or your action.
Okay, cool.
And then you're pretty confident that'll hold for a while.
Okay, cool. I want to start running. How far can I run? I'm going to run to about here. So I'm going to start running. I'm going to gain up some momentum, and then I want to use my bonus action to invoke rage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll my teddy bear rage. Rolling. Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, so all you. I want you guys to have this image in your head of like Winfred just having a big brain mode, grabbing a javelin out of his pack, jamming it in the door, and then you just hear like Iron Maiden's Run for the Hills as he builds up speed and catches fire as he's running toward you. And then freeze frame because it's the end of my turn.
Ymir, in seeing a flaming bear approaching, yells, "Jesus Christ!"
The Australians are right. Flaming drop bears are real.
Point of order. Is Jesus Christ a thing in the Forgotten Realms?
No.
No.
So wouldn't like what would Ymir say then?
By Lathander!
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's close. How far can these things move? 20 feet. This black pudding oozes its way over to you, Pauly. Just
Oh god.
leaving this sort of sizzling, popping, burning sensation on the cobblestones behind it, on the sort of the brickwork behind it, as it makes its way over to you, and reaches out, forming a pseudopod with its form here.
Oh god.
And that is a natty crit.
Oh no!
Tally's dead.
Bit of the D20 orgasms just rushes right over me as it does 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And then the acid starts eating away at you, Pauly.
Oh, Tally.
But I'm allergic to acid.
Yeah, and it feels like it.
Oh no.
I believe you are knocked incredibly unconscious here.
So I can literally do nothing.
Well, how much damage is that total? 48. 48. Yeah. I have to get the calculator out. It's that much damage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So 9 plus 17 plus 21?
47 damage total.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's good news and bad news. The good news is it's not, because you're full health, it didn't take you to negative your health value, so you don't just die. But you are knocked incredibly unconscious. And it actually, the acid eats away at part of like the fibers, right? You now have a -1 penalty to your armor class.
How do I do that in this?
So you just need to go into your character sheet and change your armor class from 13 to 12.
What are these creatures called?
Tally has an armor class of 12?
He does now. He had an armor class of 13.
I have an armor class of 12.
I'm
How
a
the
cow.
fuck is a towel as strong as a
He's
bear?
warforged.
He's a warforged fibrous towel, okay? And he's got that fucking dank like 2,000 thread cotton, bro.
And
Jesus.
Timmy, to answer your question, they are black pudding. That's the name. That's the actual name.
Literally?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah. As we cut to Ymir's turn.
I thought it was just a cute little nickname, you know?
Yeah,
These guys
well-
really only have
Okay.
one choice here. It's to lure them to the flame from that door.
We
and
might
just
have a-
open the door.
Oh no, buddy. The flame is coming to you.
So
you
Ymir
mean you've seen Tally just get clapped by this by this thing and just go straight down, bubbling and sizzling that you can smell the burning fibers.
It kind of smells a little dank or weedy,
So
like all the resin.
in seeing my towel friend get his proverbial cheeks clapped, Ymir's going to go into a frenzy. He's going to use his action to stabilize the towel. So what do I roll to stabilize?
Medicine check, but you're at disadvantage because you're. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna roll for now, till I hear otherwise. That while raging, you kind of ignore your exhaustion.
Okay, so a medicine check. A medicine there. Oof, -1. 1 -1. He rolls a fat 0. So he doesn't stabilize, but because I'm frenzied, he still has another action.
Dude, use the fucking inspiration.
I don't have inspiration.
There's
the
one
inspiration
lying
in the
around.
pool.
All right. I'm going to use that inspiration to fix that roll.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We'll do that again.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? He's meant to die here, isn't he?
That is literally
second.
like a 1 in 400 chance.
One
yeah.
second.
Oh,
Wait, can you use another inspiration?
No, but I've still got another action.
If I give you
my
inspiration
God.
right now.
No, I think you can only use
No,
one
I've
per
still got
turn.
another action.
I think you can only
Damn
use
it.
one per turn. Thank you, Fudge Packer, for that attempt.
oh my god!
Well and
That's
truly
double
fucked
zeros.
up.
I
Yeah,
can't
This really goes to
believe
show
that.
how much
But-
Ymir really loves me. Look,
So, can Ymir use his bonus action to stabilize as well?
No. So your frenzy
Damn it.
lets you make an attack action as
Okay,
your bonus action.
Ymir's going to rummage through his pack of objects and try and find something that's
Actually-
bludgeoning instead of.
I just had a thought, and it hurt. But it's a thought. I have some dust on me that you could loot my body and use on the thing. It's basically dust of the sneezing or whatever it is, and it can kill them.
All right. Well, can Ymir?
But you
grab-
can't tell Ymir that because you're unconscious.
Yeah.
So
You're unconscious. Can Ymir just check our magical towel friend for anything that would be useful in this? While he's tried twice, ever so valiantly, to stabilize him, has Ymir noticed anything that would be
Rifle
useful
his
in this?
corpse.
no. So you were trying to revive or stabilize the towel.
Yeah, understandable.
It'd be an action to kind of loot the body, sort of thing, anyway. So you try that, but you're in such a frenzy, you're itching to fight. You just can't focus on the task.
All right. So Ymir is going to. Jesus Christ, this is. All right. Well, Ymir's in a frenzy. Can I just where'd it go? It is. Put that on my bar because this is all I got now. Just pop that on him. I'm just gonna punch it.
Punch an ooze in the face.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, you punch it.
Yeah.
Yes, that is certainly okay. So -4. It takes 4 bludgeoning damage as your fist sort of connects with it.
God.
Is this his dragon fist?
Oh yeah. We'll use his. Well, he's got the great axe. It's just sort of to his side in his right hand. So he's using his left arm to punch. So that would be the dragon arm that he's punched the pudding.
I wonder if his dragon mark is connected to the dragon, so like the dragon knows when he's being hurt.
I don't know.
That'd be a
the
nice
chat
little
doesn't
plot
really care
twist.
about him.
You
What
take
sort of roll was
7
that?
acid damage.
Fuck.
We might have to run, boys.
Ymir can't run. He's enraged.
Does that mean I die?
You'll get to
we'll
make
sort you
death
out.
saving throws on your turn.
Yep. You get death saving throws, and I can try and
Oh,
stabilize
can
you
we-
every round as well.
Can we play as Thorendir as well?
We need Aaron.
Pauly.
I'm gonna move back again.
I'm going to rule that Thorendir's in the other room for sure, or else he would.
I
actually come help you.
love that the one game where we are getting gangbanged by a bunch of like hentai ooze monsters.
That can't be
Thorendir's
hurt.
taking a fucking nap.
Yeah, that can't be like attacked by Ymir
It would
without
be
getting hurt.
It would
Yeah.
be handy if Gamble didn't leave the party as well because he was a paladin.
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
All of our
Mate,
all
I'd
of
accept.
our magical...
I'd accept use tech the warlock at this point too.
Yeah, that too.
Absolutely. And then I'll attack the same one I did previously, the one on the left.
Yeah,
With my short bow. I'm just moving back. Probably actually even more. I'm fucking just. All right. $19. That hits. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Now that he's separate too, he gets the sneak damage too. 16.
Does he? Oh, because he's not.
Because he's attacking. He's engaged with an enemy or with an ally too.
No, because that ally's unconscious.
Oh. Even if he's. Oh, let me just check. Like it's a bit. Where is this?
You need a conscious ally that it is engaged with.
Yeah.
You could attack the one that's attacking Ymir, and you get your sneak attack. I'll allow that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Just the extra 9 damage that we need really badly right now. How fucking beefy are these cunts?
This one is not looking great. I mean, when you split it in two, it definitely became like two halves of a thing, right? Like it didn't just double in size.
Okay, right.
But it has, pseudopods.
Oh, wait, so if I keep slashing at it, I can just make it so small that it doesn't exist anymore? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure, you could give that a try.
Yeah.
But then okay, before you go with that plan, okay, think about this for a second. Then it has 7 different ways to attack you with that same fucking bullshit thing.
Does it get weaker as you split it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With the attacks,
I feel like its damage attacks wouldn't
I would
drop.
say it wouldn't.
Yeah.
From what you've seen from its attacks, they look just as powerful.
Yeah.
It's just the form of it is less for each one, right? As you're damaging it here, and carving off pieces of it. So in metagame terms, you're probably you're splitting its health apart, but it's still doing the same kind of damage. It still seems to be the same kind of threat. Let's have a look at everyone's favorite friend.
Fucking sweating. I'm so stressed.
There's a loud bang and a clank as Mr. Ompod floats out of the thing.
How much? How's he looking? Has he been burnt really badly?
He's taken a bunch of fire damage. He looks pretty badly burnt. He looks rather pissed off.
Would you say that he's bloodied? Well, I guess he's been on fire, so he'd be cauterized.
Yeah, he's a little bit like that. He looks a bit worse for wear.
But that's sort of
that's his whole action of coming out of there. He's got sort of this green flame that billows out with him as he comes out, and you can hear in your mind his insane voice of, "The pirate lied. I shouldn't have believed it. The pirate lied. The pirate has come to steal." And all its tentacle eyes turn to you, Pauly. As we get to the frightened black pudding in front of you, Ymir.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If I try to persuade him, could that be my bonus action?
Jesus.
11 to hit.
It doesn't hit him though.
No, it doesn't. He's hard to kill. We're good.
Now, Tally, what I need you to do is make on your character sheet, make a death saving throw, and I want you in the bottom right of the screen where it says public roll, change it to private GM roll. And so we're going to keep this roll a secret so that no one else knows how fucked you are. Because if you fail 3 of these, you die for good.
Yep. So where do I find the death saving roll?
It's just a normal d20, or you can, on your character sheet, there's a death save button on your portrait now, because and it's all red.
Oh yeah, cool.
So if you change that drop down to private, that means just you and I will know. Yeah. Okay. That's your entire turn. It is now Winfred's turn.
Okay, I'm going to try and go and assist Pauly. I want to ask a question. Is Mr. Ompod scared of fire now?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's enjoying the fire. That's
okay, because he's about to have a flaming bear come and fucking kick him for 6.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, because I'm like running on all 4s at the moment. Has he moved any closer to Pauly, or is he just looking at him?
He's moved somewhat closer, right? Like he's sort of come out here.
Okay.
But this thing appears to have sort of ranged abilities anyway, so I don't think it needs to get up in his face necessarily.
Well, I need to get up in his face because I've got another javelin in my. I want to get close enough to him where I can yeet a javelin at full force at him.
Sure. Well, you can move your full speed, which is the 30 feet. And
yeah, let me just check how that far that is. I think it's about here.
In this sort of non-Euclidean world.
There we go.
Yep.
I want to move there.
Yeah, you're definitely within javelin range.
And I want to try and like use that momentum to throw a javelin at this, not a beholder light. And make an attack roll. Normal. Oh.
So cool.
All right. Did it work?
So, why am I selecting random tokens? Was it a 13 to hit? Will not hit as the beholder light kind of ducks down in the air, floating, and essentially sidesteps it.
Fuck. And hang on a second. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. How do I get rid of that? Go away.
Thanks, Dylan, for adding "fuck" as a permitted term in my chat.
I got it. It's all good.
There we go.
I use that term too much, so it's got to be permitted in every chat that I'm in.
And I end my turn.
Cool. But you continue raging as you did attempt to make an attack, so that's fine.
Oh, good.
The provincial black pudding is going to start making its way. It's probably going to roll forward here to try and just attack Ymir some more. And just try and glom onto him. In fact, it's going to try and like hold you still, and just like ooze over you and pin you to the floor and inside of this thing. So, give me a contested athletics check, Ymir, and we'll see how this goes. It's not great.
No.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that was the fucking pudding. Oh my God, I thought the 9 was you.
So this thing's just trying to push against you, Ymir. You're able to get the axe up and sort of like shove it back, and you're kind of holding off 2 of them now. As Pauly is sort of enveloped by this creature.
Pauly?
We're gonna try again.
I wish I could say something, boys.
One of my actual action. I'm gonna make another medicine check and hope for the best. All right, that's better.
Pauly appears stable.
All right, cool. Now Ymir is going to. Oh, fuck.
Bear in mind that if Pauly takes damage while unconscious, that is an instant
he goes
death.
straight back.
It's a failed death save.
And he's on top of me anyway.
Yep.
Now yeet me out of there.
There's a lot of acid.
Face-sitted by a fucking acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can
sit
I
on my face and tell me that you love me?
You love me.
I'll sit on your face and tell you I love you too.
Can I make an athletics check as my bonus action to sort of move Pauly?
No,
I can't. That has to be my actual action.
That'd have to be your action. Your bonus action in this instance can only be an attack.
All right. Well, can I try and like shove?
Actually, yeah, shove is an attack type for sure.
Yeah. So would I just make an unarmed strike and use that as a shove, or just?
It's an athletics check.
All right, done. Pop that, and I'm gonna try and shove him. 19.
Yeah. So you're able to shove him back into the wall. You do, as you sort of get your, even with your sort of magical axe protecting your hands somewhat, you do still take
Fuck.
Jesus.
7 acid damage.
Is that
This is
halved
getting
still though?
ridiculous.
It's not halved.
It's not halved. He halves any physical damage.
Yep. Magical damage and that sort of, and elemental damage does not do anything.
Yeah,
to you.
Thorendir is
I
the
can't do
one
anything about
character
it.
who actually can attack these kind of things.
Yep. Yep.
And Pauly.
Yep.
Pauly, it's your turn.
Right, I'm gonna jump in and fucking ravage Mr. Ompod.
We're all gonna die.
I'm
With
telling you right
Talon?
now, my character sheet's about to be ripped up.
With Talon as my first attack.
Okay, so you fly in. Which one? The one next to you?
Are
or
you
the one next to
fucking
Alan?
serious?
That looks like a natty bombati.
Yeah.
I feel
Um,
like the dice are being loaded.
I mean, did you? Yeah. I mean, if people in the chat are feeling generous, there can be the potential of.
Done. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now.
I don't see any inspiration in the chat. You're obviously not making it people laugh enough.
No, Aaron just.
This
wants
isn't
to
a
go.
very
die.
Here we go.
laughing moment.
Done.
I see that. Okay, yeah. Cash that one in.
Should have used it for the cauldron, Aaron. I told you.
Okay.
That's better.
That's a lot better.
That's a lot
Yeah.
better. Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
15.
This time you do get the sneak attack damage because he's on his own for your swashbuckling, and you rip into one of the eye stalks with the rapier, and it just pops and sort of juice starts running down it. You hear a scream howl in your mind. The Spectator is still floating, but he doesn't look good.
And then I'll attack him with my dagger as well.
Bim, bum, bim, bum, 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 bum.
20.
A dirty 20 will certainly hit.
That's the filthiest of 20s.
4.
4 piercing damage on that one. Still standing, but you don't think it could handle another couple of those. And by standing, I mean it's floating there in the air.
He's using his eyes to stand up.
Now, everyone's favorite troublemaker who threw this black pudding at you has also granted inspiration to Winfred. So we'll do that when we get to, if you want to put that on your character sheet. Jacob?
Good boy, Aaron.
Wait. Someone give me inspiration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Neat.
The same guy who gave us the simp, like the simp boat?
The simping float.
Simping float, that's right.
First.
The sim pot.
All right.
It's just a pot of
The,
sim.
the simp peyote.
I can't find your Twitch channel, DM Daddy.
Really?
Sheriff Dan.
Yeah.
Sheriff Dan.
Yeah. What's the username again?
Sheriff Dan,
Sheriff
2
Dan.
Ns.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah,
One
put it
word.
in chat.
Right there. I can't give you the link because I'm on
Or,
one page. So
if you go to nonfictiongaming.com/live, it's embedded in the page and you can watch it.
Okay. Because I thought it was non-fiction gaming on Twitch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's where I went wrong.
That's where, yeah. I'm not brand unified in any sense of the word.
Okay.
Okay, so because you're up in this thing's grill, Pauly, it's going to try and bite at you rather than...
gonna have a nibble.
It's going to have a nibble. It also gets a natty 20, which is just natty 20s flying around.
Oh jeez.
Although
Did 0 damage.
it does 0 plus 2 damage. So you
So
take
2
2 damage as it bites into you there.
Thank the Lord. And then looking, yeah, the other one's fine too, which is 1.
Yeah, I accidentally double-clicked it, I think.
Okay.
The frightened black pudding is going to just keep slamming into you, Ymir.
Fantastic.
This is not good, man.
That looks
Oh,
terrifying.
That's a
21.
21 to hit.
Bam, bam, bam,
you're
bam.
bloody dead, bro.
21 acid damage. Ymir's dead.
Unconscious, I guess. Yeah. So you halve the bludgeoning, but the acid damage eats through at your skin,
Does not matter.
causing you to fall to the ground.
Wait.
Your armor is also, you see, or everyone else sees, I guess, your armor being structurally weakened by this acid as it sort of plows into your scale mail that you're wearing, and that scale mail, you also take a -1 penalty to your armor class. And you can either put that, or you should put that on your sheet, but also just mark it on your armor as well, because that's the thing that's causing it.
Aaron, you're dead to me.
Tally, can you please give me another private death save? Interesting. Okay. Winfred.
Let's just kill the fucking thing, and then
Yeah. I think we gotta.
I don't know what we can do here, mate. I don't know how we can save them without dying immediately.
Or I'm
I'll
sorry.
get one shot.
Hang on. Is Aaron here? No.
No.
I just saw him roll initiative.
It's Dan.
I've rolled initiative for him.
Fuck. I was like, that's a Rohan moment right there.
Yeah.
I want to attack this beholder, but I don't want to set fire to Pauly again because I've done it too many times.
No, fucking do it. I don't give a shit. Fucking do it.
All right, fine. Because I'm still on all fours. Oh wait, no, I'm not because I've threw the javelin. Okay, cool. I want to draw my great axe, and I want to. I want to sort
close. Don't get too close.
I need to hit him, dude. I need to hit him.
Yeah,
if you can hold him still. I want to try and hit the not beholder with my great axe.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me.
Do you want to cash in that inspiration?
Yes, I do.
Are you moving in?
Yeah, I am. That was nearly a 20. Oh, man.
Yeah, 13, unfortunately, is just shy.
That hurt my
Cash the
soul.
inspiration?
Yeah, I'm cashing in the inspiration now.
That looks much better. Roll that damage for me.
21. Oh, it's a dirty 21. So it's just normal? It's not a critical hit.
Correct.
14 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to aim for his eye. So I just want to because he's currently biting Pauly's arm. I want to come up top and just bring it straight down on his main eye.
So you just bite in with the axe as it's sort of on his arm like an angry attack dog. It's 3 of its stalk eyes still functional, one looking limp and terrible, and the axe just comes in, narrowly missing Pauly's feathers on his arm as you just sort of give this not a beholder a perfect fade and just cut its top half off.
Thank fuck for that. And then I want to turn around to Pauly and I want to just say to him, be like, do we run?
We can't run. No, we can't fucking run. We can't run. We need to save the guys.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action to do the fire thing, but I'm not close enough to them.
You've got another 10 feet of movement.
Just grab Tally and then bonus action to dash away.
That is my bonus action. Oh wait, no.
Also,
you're right.
Grabbing Tally would be your full action.
Okay. DM Daddy, am I able to leap from here to there and sort of?
Do you have a lasso?
Flick embers from my axe in a cone forward?
No.
Because I'm still currently on fire. And I
Yeah,
want to use my bonus action to do my embers.
Yeah.
But I want to try and hit the. I want to try and like see if I can control the fire enough to like flick embers at the black pudding.
You kind of dash forward and try to sort of angle the embers and sort of and shape in such a way as to send them flying. But at this stage, that is beyond your training. Perhaps with training, you will level up into a Charmeleon and have that kind of power. But at the moment, it's just this sort of radiant heat that you can create. There's no focus to it. You
Maybe
think
stay back.
It's
You
like
think
that
if you would-
scene out of Avatar where Zuko tries to firebend and it's just.
you think
Maybe-
if you were channeling lightning, you might be able to get a bit of range on that bad boy. But unfortunately,
Maybe stay back, dude.
Okay. All right.
He has to be in to use his aura.
So do I stay in this point or do I stay back here?
It's
Well,
up
I mean,
to
for
you, man.
you,
I'm gonna-
like. Oh, that's
They can't
hard because you're.
attack you. They can't
yeah.
attack you from there, can they? Oh, they can.
Yeah.
You're fucked either way.
But at least got backup.
Kind
Okay.
of.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. Okay, this is so fucking frustrating. Okay, I'll end my turn.
They're 20 feet. Sorry, they're 20
I'm
feet.
gonna end my turn on that.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
so the pseudopod sort of squelches forward and has to use its entire action to do the same again as it seemingly sort
God!
of dashes forward.
But can he attack?
Nope. That's
Oh my god.
Full action.
So yeah, he used his movement and his action essentially
Oh my god.
to ooze on over to the both of you. Actually, it's not that smart. It would just go straight for Winfred. It'd just kind of stop here. Ymir, please give me a blind death saving throw. Your first of tonight.
1d20, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Cool. No doubt.
Cool. Cool and normal. Pauly.
I'm gonna keep running backwards like I do. 1 sec. To there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, to there.
We have to
then-
start making a
and-
wandering monster cost bits instead of just fucking inspiration points.
Oh, on the overlay, you are now Tally. By the way.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I dropped out.
And then came back in. That'd be it.
yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna shoot the one just on Winfred with my short bow. Actually, oh no, no. Oh wait, no, I can. Fuck! I just realized anyway that my rapier is piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not slashing.
God damn it.
No, I'm gonna stick with the short bow. I'm not getting that fucking close. And then I know I can disengage, obviously, but it just doesn't seem like a smart move.
Pussy.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Pussy!
And now,
Thanks for the heads
13,
up, Dan.
13 hits.
Yeah, all good.
Doesn't it?
All good.
Did you just fucking bail on me?
13 does hit.
I've been kiting these fucking guys the whole time, and I'm attacking him for you still.
Okay.
12.
12 damage, yep. Sorry, my computer's just slowed down. There we go, 12. So it's not looking great. You think it's as this sort of the arrow flies into it, and I'm going to say that these. Do you have a count of how many arrows you have left? Because you're losing all of these for sure as they sort of just burn up in the acid.
I would say I have
think
like
he's only
20
shot
or
2
20
of
or
them, has he?
25.
Yeah,
No, I've
I think
shot-
you
I've
have.
shot
I think
three
you have
times.
plenty. Yeah, I think you have plenty, but just mark down that you've lost 3 arrows so far. I guess.
Yep. I'd say I had like 20 or 25.
Yeah. I think you guys looted a bunch earlier. That's fine.
Okay.
But there is a world in which I had a look at each of your character sheets, and some of you are at 8 strength, which is -1. So you realistically can only carry a certain amount of shit. And in fact, Pauly's pretty close to that encumbrance limit.
Yeah.
So that's a fun world that we live in.
Well, I'll end my turn there anyway. I can't really do much else.
As Mr. Ompod is dead, the ghoul kind of just sits down there. And
Thank God.
this ooze starts climbing up. It starts to climb up over the forge, but then you hear sort of a sizzling and a burning, and it backs off and decides to go around.
Pauly, I have an idea.
What's the idea?
It will probably get me killed, but if it works, it's going to be a kick-ass story.
Please tell me you're gonna catch yourself on fire and run through.
All right.
And then Thorendir's in too.
You hear, well, lads, what is this that we're seeing? My dear bear friend and Tally, Ymir, you're on the ground passed out. I'm not paying you to sit around.
Okay.
What happened to Aaron?
Don't know. Still haven't heard from him.
Should we be worried, or is he
Even
just?
Jace had a pretty big one last night.
He was working. He was working today though.
Oh, was he?
Pretty sure he was.
Has anyone tried checking in on him since we
I sent him a message at like 9:30.
He's been inactive for like 5 hours, 6 hours now.
Yep.
Check your messages, Jacob.
The Thorendir walks into the room and says, "These foul creatures don't know who they're messing with when I am Thorendir Grimsbane, heir to the Grimsbane fortune, and I know the ancient Earth Clincher magic." And the ground starts to shake. And around these two creatures, the sort of earth cracks, and each of them needs to make a dex saving throw.
One of them definitely did.
Oh, jeez. What's his spellcast? Okay. Okay, that was very not useful. Sorry, Aaron, I just blew one of your spells, and it's gone. And he says, "Well, Pauly, and Winfred, seems you're still up to the task. I'm counting on you, my flaming friend." And he's going to give you inspiration, a bardic inspiration to Winfred.
Okay. Righto.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm guessing it's my turn again.
Towley, can you please make your third death saving throw for the night? JR?
Sorry, just replying to a text message. Alright.
Okay. Now it is Winfred's turn.
All right. I've always wanted to be able to use my danger sense, but like it only works for traps and doesn't work for like reactionary things, which fucking sucks. Okay. Are the bellows like just for continuity's sake, what's the kind of state of the bellows that are beside me at the moment?
Yeah, they're well heated up. It looks like there's a strong green flame and a green glow coming from within here.
Okay. And what's at my feet? Because that looks like black and sooty.
Coal.
It's coal, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so me being on fire would heat it up.
If you like, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I want to try and book it for this mechanism here. So I think I calculated it before, and it's only just 30 feet. Before I do, I want to use my bonus action to do my sort of flame on thing and ignite the coals around my feet, and then I want to try and move to how do I select it here?
Sure.
How do I do the thing? How do I do the
You just
selecty thing
hold
that everybody else
left click.
does?
Hold left
There.
click.
Yeah. So I want to move to there.
All right, so you're going to run around here?
Yeah. It's about 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll
I
allow
think
it.
you'll allow it? Okay, cool. So do I roll anything for my bonus action spell?
No, it just happens. So the heat, you sort of let out this burst of flame around you.
I think it does 2 damage.
2 fire damage. Are they?
2 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the coal around me sort of starts getting singy, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how coal works.
I think you sort of start heating up. Some of the coal starts to catch, I guess. Some of the sort of small lumps of coal and sort of coal dust that's on the ground, for sure.
And am I able to use my attack roll to like push the bellows down?
Yeah, you could use your action to sort of pump the bellows harder, for sure.
Yeah.
As you move away from this thing, though, it gets an attack of opportunity on you.
That's cool. I've got rage. It's only half damage.
Not if it's acid damage. It's not half acid damage.
But it rolls a 1. It rolls a natural 1.
So you're good.
Oh God, that was good. Oh Christ. Okay, cool.
So give me an athletics check with advantage because you're raging, actually. As you attempt to prime the bellows. Are you just trying to kind of heat up this entire area, or?
Well, because the beholder light, the not a beholder, the beholder light burnt a hole in the door of the bellows. What I'm trying to do is sort of like use it as a kind of a giant flamethrower.
Cool. Yep. Love it.
Okay, advantage. Come on, baby. Yes.
That's pretty good. Give me a 2d10.
2d10. That's a d12. D10. So
you can just type in /roll space.
Is it roll
/roll space 2d10
space 2d10.
Okay. As a jet of flame kind of shoots out, igniting part of the coal dust and things like that as well. You see that front black pudding recoil its form away as parts of it is singed off.
I look over at Pauly from the top of the bellows and I'm like, hey, Pauly, I'm smarter than the average bear.
Cool.
Fuck no.
It gets to you, but that's about it.
Does he take any damage from moving through the hot coals, or is it just...
I've factored that in. So at the start of his turn, he's taken damage for sure.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool.
Ymir, please give me a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Interesting. Pauly, this thing is right up in your grill again. It is looking quite burned. It's smaller in mass than it obviously was originally. There's not much of it left.
I'm going to attack it with Talon.
Mm-hmm.
19?
19 will certainly hit. 10, 19 damage.
Yep.
Oh, 19 to hit and 19 damage. Very, very equal. As you thrust Talon into what's left of this creature, you see sort of the blade glow a little bit, and there's sort of the sound of maybe like a swooping hawk as you pierce into this thing, and the last remaining pieces of it fall to the ground and become inert.
Awesome. Okay, then I've got anxiety over this shit right now. Okay, so he can't really get to me either without going me. I'm gonna fly. Well, I'm gonna walk. Just up. What? I keep pressing random things. Sorry. No, I can't do that. There.
Sure.
I'm fucking Jesus.
And then I will leave it at that for now.
The other black pudding starts making its way over to you, Winfred. It makes its way somewhat a little bit over the hot coals and seems to singe itself a little bit.
What if we put it in the water and just washed it away?
Well, it seemed to have come from the water, right?
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
I thought it come out of the forge thingy.
No, it came out of the black water, and climbed its way up onto the.
So this is all Timmy's fault.
Thorendir says,
Chat.
Towler, you're sleeping on the job. You've already had a long nap. It's time to get back into the fray. And he's going to cast Healing Word on Towley here.
Who did that?
Thorendir. I'm just burning through Thorendir's spells.
He's playing Thorendir so he don't die.
Roll. 4 plus. Towley, you wake up with 3 health.
Yeah!
God damn it.
You're on the ground. Next to you is a bunch of coal that is slowly gathering embers.
Yeah, I'm not good with hot stuff.
And it is... And actually, Thorendir is probably going to take a shot with his... he's got a crossbow, doesn't he? It sounds like a thing that he has.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know where it is, though, dude. It must... Oh, because he rolls from D&D Beyond, doesn't he?
Yes. He does.
Crossbow. Let's do that. Nope, the shot goes wide. Oh wait, actually a 7. A 7 is enough. Interesting. It's 5 piercing damage. There's not much left of this ooze as it starts to sort of rear up what's left of itself and try and slam into you, Winfred. But Towley's eyes flutter open as he's laying on the ground there and sees the tableau in front of you.
Worst bong hit ever.
I was hoping you were going to say worst acid trip ever.
Yeah. I did not do that. I have that selected for some reason. Cool. I am going. So it needs to do piercing damage to destroy this thing, doesn't it?
From what you've seen, slashing damage is not the way forward.
Yeah. So I am going to first see if I can do a medicine check and try and get my good friend Ymir up, and as a bonus action, kind of move out the way.
Alright, so as your action, give me a medicine check. You think you've stabilized Ymir.
Yep.
You can turn your rolls back to public now.
Yep.
But that is your action. But you can still move around. You can step out the way.
And I'm just gonna run over this way to a good friend, Thorendir.
Winfred.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how many. I've got 4 javelins, so I've got 2 left. How do I adjust the? Never mind. There we go.
So you drop the axe, pull one of the javelins out of its quiver.
Sorry, no, I didn't realize it was my turn so quickly. I was just trying to adjust the quantity of how many javelins I've got, but I'll do that later. I don't want to face this thing. I want to use my bonus action to do my Flame On Super Saiyan firepower again.
Yep.
Because I'm standing on a wooden platform.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to keep whipping this horse, but like, because I'm standing on something that is flammable, does that have an effect with this ability?
I think so. I think the wood itself is quite ancient and petrified, but you start it starts catching somewhat, but it's probably going to be a slow process.
Look, that's fair, but that's what I want to do.
The coal's a lot faster. The old wood is kind of whatever.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, and then I want to what do I want to do? I'm stuck. I just want to dash over to where Pauly is.
Okay. So you're going to use your action to dash or disengage?
Yes. And I want to move over to here.
Cool.
I'm guessing he's going to try and attack me.
If you use your action to disengage, it doesn't get the attack, but it also means you can't throw the javelin.
No, I wasn't going to throw the javelin. I was just going to try and hit it with a bit of flame and then fuck off.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I want to do. So my movement, I can't. Can I move, or is that my movement there?
So yeah, your movement is the 30 feet. So if you use your action to disengage, so you won't take the attack, you can just move your 30 feet. If you wanted to move double, you could risk the attack.
I did not know that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I want to do with my turn. I want to fart some embers and then get out of there.
Cool. All right. Your rage ends because you failed to make an attack.
I sort of get to where Pauly is, and I look at my hands, and they stop catching fire. I'm like, Pauly.
Ymir, you are stable, so you don't need to make any checks or anything like that. We're back up to Pauly.
All right, I'm going to. Actually, what's the distance there? Perfect. I can dash in, attack, then dash back out, can't I?
I believe so, because you have your bonus action disengage nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as long as your total movement is the full speed that you have, which I see here is 25 feet.
Yeah.
Which is actually just enough to get close in.
But I can't get back out, can I?
No.
All right, well, I might.
This thing looks pretty small. I mean, with a good solid hit, you think maybe you could finish this thing off, but them's the dice, you know?
Yeah,
the dice
I might.
Of life.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow. Still gonna hurt him, but I still get the sneak. The sneaky boy. 17.
17 will hit.
Oh yeah.
16.
16 damage. So how do you want to do this?
Oh my god. First off, thank God. Pauly mutters to himself, I knew getting a ship wouldn't be this fucking easy, and then just lets loose the arrow.
As the final arrow sort of hits into this thing,
I need a cigarette.
you hear the sizzling and crackling as the last of it sort of grows inert, and you hear this plop, plop, plop as it sort of falls into the river.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Are we at,
And DM Daddy's cauldron has been tipped.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. We've raised
No.
10k inspiration points.
Why?
No.
Why?
Let's get it.
No.
No. No.
Hold on, let me...
And Aaron was about to go to bed.
So, thank you, Aaron, for almost killing the party. As the adventure does continue, let me just roll some dice here to kind of see what happens next.
God, come on.
I mean, look.
So what does this mean?
So this is more.
Something's about to happen.
Oh.
The across the air, across the way from the
Can we have a
the
short
channel.
rest first?
Nope.
I mean, I'm currently almost dead, so.
Across the way from the channel, the big vault door begins to swing open. Inside,
Don't.
coming out
Fucking
is
ninja.
a automaton man.
Fucking knew it.
That could be a good thing.
Dressed
It's
like
highlighted in red.
somewhat
looks
dressed like
fancy.
a musketeer.
Yeah, not all NPCs like some NPCs are red too.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
And carrying with him is a small or a box, but following him on what looks to be hundreds of little human feet. Anyone who is a fan of the Discworld luggage would probably recognize something like this.
Cool.
The what now?
And so this automaton clockwork figure is followed by a sort of a wooden chest with little human feet.
Luggage is the best character.
Yeah. And he comes to a stop, or they come to a stop, I should say. This automaton comes to a stop outside, seeing this tableau, and says, "Oh, sorry, I this isn't where I parked my car."
The lion, the
Where's my
witch,
card,
and
dude?
what the fuck is this shit?
No, they do say like, "Oh, interesting. It was not. I was not expecting this when I wound up today. I could probably just leave you to it, I suppose. You all seem to be busy. You gonna?" And it sort of sees the
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk to him. No, sir, it's okay. Hello there. How are you? My name's Pauly. What's your name?
I'm gonna heal up before I do anything.
You hear sort of a clicking and whirring for a moment, as if there's sort of a, some kind of mechanical process going on, and they say,
Can I do should I do like a history check to see if I know anything about automaton?
Before we get stuck into this guy, can we get Ymir out?
I don't think he wants to fight.
I don't think he's getting back up, man.
do you have? I mean, so as a side note, I mean, you can get him up if you have any kind of healing. If not, then he's going to have to obviously take
I do.
a
I've
short
got
rest.
cure wounds.
I've got a pot of honey. We could try
Ymir
and
does
use
not
that.
need a honey bath.
Oh, okay. There is like one loose end that I would like to get rid of.
Oh,
Mhm.
There you
huge.
go. Eight healing for you, me.
Pauly?
Ymir's up.
Yeah.
Can we just like off with his head? Because the fucking ghoul. Because I've had enough undead to last me a while.
The ghoul's not like the ghoul's basically just lifeless now.
Yeah, the ghoul's
like, just
useless
sitting
now.
down.
It's
It
kind of
doesn't
just
do
like
anything, it's got no master.
Without any command, it has sort of just
Yeah,
sat down,
say
but it
that
is
to
still
the fucking
undead.
skeletons in the last
be fine.
2 rooms.
It'll be okay for now. I think the most important thing is Ymir is stable. Okay, so he's not going
Ymir's
to die.
standing. He's
Okay,
up.
and then
Ymir and I have
right
looked after ourselves.
right now we have a traveler. We need to get rid of.
You never
Ymir-
never rely on bloody Pauly.
Ymir approaches the traveler.
The traveler responding to he says, "Well, well met and pleasant travels, Pauly. I am Minclark the Magnificent," and they sort of brush this sort of bronze, actually bronze, not just colored beard. They kind of stroke this metallic beard that they have.
Would you say it's like bronze carved or like bronze wire? Because like, does it flow or is it just like a solid chunk of bronze that
bronze?
looks like a beard?
It seems like a lot of bronze wire,
Okay, cool.
but very sort of twined together, almost like a cable.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. No, I was just worried more if it's just a solid chunk of metal. It's gonna be really hard to cut his head off if he gets like a bit snarky, you know?
Min
They're
Clark
actually
kind of looks up
some
at you,
wood, not
and
It'll
their chest sort of sidles up to you, and
Ymir pats the chest.
it opens its lid a little bit, and sort of a big pink tongue kind of lolls out.
Yeah.
Ymir
love
runs
luggage.
away in fear.
Pauly definitely pats luggage.
Yeah. Min Clark says, "Well, I was just making my way. I made a wrong turn at Baldur's Gate, it seems, and have wound up in a closet. I was just about to head back to Fantasy Bunnings to resupply. But I have a few items left that perhaps adventurers such as yourselves would be interested in purchasing."
Winfred's down by the river washing his hands because they're all sooty.
Min Clark, a traveler
What
fine such as yourself must have some amazing
what about
items
the
for
other
sale.
zombie-looking dude? Like, it's
That's
still
that's,
alive.
that's who
he
we were
doesn't do
talking
anything.
about.
He doesn't do anything.
He's fine. The ghoul's fine.
lobotomized.
Min Clark says, "Well, looking over at Ymir, says, I know I have the perfect thing of what you would want. You're a bit of a tall drink of cider yourself," and so they reach in and pull out a small, pull out a rusted can of pure blonde cider, and says, "This magical beverage not only contains very few calories, but will make you feel hardy and strong again."
Ymir immediately drinks the cider.
He pulls away and says, "But for you, I couldn't bear to part with it for, I'll say, maybe less than 800 gold."
Has Ymir already drank it?
No, I think Ymir's
tried
grabbed. He sort of held it out, and as Ymir's gone to snatch it, the Min's kind of pulled it back.
Oh, I was
Ymir
going to
spits
say,
on the
like, could you
ground
imagine
in
if Ymir,
disgust.
like, next this bottle, and then
It was a
he's
can.
turning around and be like, "Yes, 800 gold, please." Like some
Turn
fucking
him into
snake oil
800
salesman.
gold. I will turn him into 800 gold.
Do we
Bronze.
probably have that? Like would you wait?
How many
800
of
gold's
these
quite
does
a
this guy
steep.
have?
800 gold's quite a steep price.
Does he have a slab on him?
What's worth? Like, why is
He
this?
says this is
pure
this
blonde
is a
cider worth it?
this is the last. This is the last can from the slab that I have. But if you drink it, so on a meta level, if you drink it, it gives you a +5 to your max hit points.
Ymir has no need for your trinkets and just
Pretty
walks
good,
away
dude.
back to the ghost.
Because
Ymir has 0 gold because he gave it all to the dragon.
Oh,
yeah, because Ymir's a dragon's bitch now.
Yeah.
I forgot you did that.
Min Clark
just
looks
going
over
What
at
else do you have?
Min Clark looks over at
Ymir's just going
Pauly.
to secure our ship quietly over in the corner where you guys do all this.
Min Clark looks over at Pauly and says, "Well, my dear fibrous friend, it looks like you've seen better days. You've had more, I dare say, more absorbency in the past. You're feeling a little bit ringed out, a little bit wrung out.
You could say he needs a bit more fiber in his diet.
And I have microfibers." And he sort of pulls out from the thing a small microfiber hand towel that's sort of like hand towel sized for Pauly.
I didn't see that coming.
And so this, as a bonus action, you can wipe off your sweaty palms during combat. During doing so gives you a +1 to hit and +1 damage on your next attack. Roll a d6, and on a 1 to 2, the microfiber hand towel is too wet to use until tomorrow.
Yikes.
I have no money.
How much? You should have money. How much is that?
No, Ymir gave Pauly gave all of
that's-
his money to the priestess.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
300
All right, you guys wait over there.
Are we all meeting an interdimensional traveler, and all of us are now admitting that we're now fucking broke?
Yes.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm
two
not
of us.
broken. Neither are
Two of
you.
us
I
are.
don't think.
Oh no, I've got like 44 gold.
I've got quite a lot of gold.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
because
because you're the one that's been
Winfred
stealing
started
all
off
of
with
it.
not a lot because he's
No, I
a.
haven't been stealing. I've just been keeping it.
that's true.
Technically, I haven't been paid by Thorendir yet
That
for
too.
any of their
yes.
adventures.
Paul is following the liberal economic strategy.
Right. Okay.
Take from everybody and then keep it for himself.
Min Clark, my good man. Do you have anything for me?
He says, or they say, "You seem like a debonair fellow," and he strokes the beard. For you, can I recommend perfume attraction feline de toilette? A bottle of perfume with 3 charges, which will give the user +1 to all charisma check, or give a +1 to the charisma modifier, so a 2 in charisma, for an hour. Attracts all cats within a quarter-mile radius.
Lit.
Because Min Clark, my good man. Do you have anything that can help me see in the dark?
Starts rummaging, pulls out some glasses that have like a little lightning bolt in between the frame, and no, those are reading things. Give me a D100 roll, Pauly.
Yep.
Brewers can coming up again.
$97.
It's pretty damn good. Where is it? Yep. From after a bit of rummaging in the luggage, Min Clark pulls out a weird apparatus and says, "These are the splintered cell glasses. These
Splintered Stell.
These will let you see in the dark." Now, such a famed and beautiful of construction, dwarves and gnomes in Eberron slaved years for this. Oh, I think maybe call it 2,000 gold.
I don't think I have that much, but I mean there is definitely gold in there. So, can I try persuade him or haggle him down to a different price,
Mhm.
to a lower price?
What do you say?
Look, mate, that's a bit too much. You know what I mean? I reckon they actually aren't made that well. Like, you're kind of saying to me that it's made by all this, but look, I know this game. I've been in this game too. I'll give you 300 for him.
Min Clark hems and haws and says, "Oh, 300. I mean, that I have young wind-up dolls to feed. I have little symbol monkeys that I have to go wind up. Gold of just $300 value is, alas, a paltry figure. But I would be willing, because I like you and I like your friends, to come down a little bit further. And perhaps, let's say, 1,500 gold."
Look, Min Clark, and I thank you. I like you too, but you see this black ichor behind us here? That creature could have eaten one of your bronze children, right? But because of heroes like us, we were able to destroy it and make sure that your children can sleep safe at night.
Winfred's ears perk up at the term heroes.
Meet me at 300. And then can I roll for persuasion?
Yeah. And Min Clark in chat has actually offered up another inspiration point. If
17.
17 is pretty fucking solid. Let me have a look again. Now, I see you're a bird of your word.
Bird of the word.
And I fear that if you don't have that kind of gold, I mean, that's less than a quarter of the asking price. But I tell you what, I'm willing to make a deal. I'll give it to you for...
I'll blow you for him.
I'll give it to you for 300. However, I'll need you to agree that you owe me a favor.
Deal.
And Min Clark holds out their mechanical hand to shake on it.
I like this guy.
Can I hang on, please stop. Can I use that inspiration point? I want to butt in this conversation because I have a very high wisdom of all of 12, but I feel like that Winfred would know a fair bit about fey creatures and deals.
He's not a fey creature. He's an automaton.
I know he's not a fey creature, but I know the term like "you owe me a favor" is like red flags, alarm bells, and DEFCON 1.
Me making a favor with a dude who has luggage as a pet. I mean, look, he had me at luggage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all about that. Is better than making friends with a dragon in my eyes. I'm happy. Look, it's Min Clark, my good man. Now, the rest of my party's a bit worried, but this favor, I owe you this favor, not my party. I owe you this favor.
The deal is the deal, and it's between you and me, my friend.
Deal. I shake his hand.
He shakes your hand, and then makes a show of like sort of polishing and cleaning the glasses. You know, putting them in that good making sure they're in good nick. And give me an Arcana check, Pauly. And Winfred, as you were kind of watching this very closely, I'll let you make one too.
8.
Jacob?
What was that, sorry?
Because you were quite worried about this and watching closely, I'll let you make an Arcana check here.
Oh, you want me to make an Arcana check too? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that. Just a normal one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this creature is obviously magical of some sort, seeing as he's made of metal. Yeah, so Pauly, the Min Clark hands over to you the glasses of the splintered cell, and I'll just make that note myself as well. Glasses of the splintered cell for Pauly in exchange for a favor. Cool. All right. I will, after this session, I'll add that to your character sheet and add your token
how
vision.
much
and
vision
things
do
like
they give me?
I believe they'll give you 60 feet of dark vision.
That is better than I have.
Cool.
How much dark vision do you have?
Like 20, 30.
Jesus.
To
You
say
have
that
no,
I needed
you
them
have
is
no
an
dark
understatement.
vision. You have no
Yeah.
dark vision currently.
That's what I'm saying. I needed these, like,
Yeah.
very badly, dude.
Yeah. Oh, look, that's like I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the fucking favor that you owe the magical metal man.
The amount we're in caves, it'll make it worth it.
That's fair.
We're about to go out to sea, though. We've got a ship.
We'll still be into caves or go underwater or something.
Yeah, look, knowing Dan, he's going to throw us in the back of caves at any given moment. So like,
yeah, cool, done. I'll give him, so just to pay him that 300 gold too. I'll give him the gold.
300 gold.
I'll give him 100 gold, and then I'll also give him an emerald necklace I have that is worth 200 gold.
Perfect. Yeah. He's
since I've
he's
never seen an... Yeah, sorry, go on.
He sort of lifts it up, one of the eyes sort of telescopes out, and he kind of looks at it and sort of nods. It goes back in, and then he sort of dangles it above the luggage, and the luggage kind of like sits back on its on like 50 of its hind legs, and then sort of he throws it up in the air. The luggage like leaps up and grabs it midair.
Just as a passing comment, how did I can make a where did you get that creature?
Creature?
Your
he
friend
says, I haven't brought any organics with me, have I? Oh,
creature.
Oh, you mean the luggage? Oh no, that's sapient pearwood.
And where would we find one of those?
Well, potentially the Agatean Empire, across the waves. As far as the counterweight continent, perhaps if you had a strong vessel, you could certainly get there. But they don't come cheap, as you can imagine. Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather not talk about it. It's a little personal.
Okay, fair enough.
I've got to think about going. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I think
before he leaves, can we just go into this room here where he came out of, where there's a treasure and shit? So we maybe
Can I do a
buy more
snoz
things
roll
off
in there whilst Pauly's talking to the magic metal man?
So as your conversation with him winds up, he actually ends up saying his goodbyes and so on, and says, "Well, it was a pleasure doing business, and I'm sorry that my other trinkets and baubles could not get a rise from you, but Pauly, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm sure we shall meet again." And he actually steps back into the vault, and the door closes.
Yeah, the pleasure is all mine.
And so he sort of steps into the vault there, closing it, and you hear the sound. Let's see if I can find the. Maybe I don't have it. I probably don't have it here. You hear sort of the sound of a key being drawn across a piano wire. The and then nothing.
Right. I liked him. Okay. Do we want to go into this? Do we actually, Ymir? Do you want to talk to the Kingston first, or do you want to go into the vault?
Can we wait till later?
Ymir's been
I want to go.
talking.
Yeah. I think we're gonna.
Can you
call
go
it.
and tell the spooky ghost that we dealt with the not beholder?
We're gonna call
I've
it
been
there for
doing that
tonight.
this entire time anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're calling it a night because
catch
JR's
us
going to go.
later. Yeah,
and
so
we'll
Okay.
I gotta go. See you.
See you, JR.
Easy. Bye.
we'll pick up this again Thursday next week.
I mean, we could
Okay.
always just wrap up this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I
tally
would
this
really
up,
like
isn't it?
to. I would really like to. We can tell Tally about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Wrap
would
it
really
up.
like to wrap this up.
Wrap up
Alright.
this story section.
Yeah. Let me fix this. Okay.
We've been kind of fighting this whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you. Cool. All right.
Before we do that,
Sure.
should we all just pop a short rest? Just to get it out of the
Do
way.
you want to spend the next hour?
Yeah, absolutely.
sitting
Do you want to do that?
Aren't we just like handing in a quest?
Yeah,
We're handing in the
can
quest
we
now.
short rest while we're just talking to the guy?
Well, it's going to take less than an hour to speak with this guy, but also there's
Yeah.
so on a meta level, like there's certainly a world in which you get into a fight again before you got to choose when you take your short rests. I can't tell you if it's just like, oh yeah, we can just go over here and sit in the inn and do it all at once.
Yeah.
These are the tough decisions. you
Yeah,
have
we'll
to
just talk. We'll just have the chat. Screw it.
make.
These guys are okay.
Yeah. So you go and
Ho
speak.
there, Kingston. How are you?
He says, "What ho! I was watching from over here. That's quite the interesting way of handling things that you have."
The most important part, most important thing to use is always your mind first, then the sword.
And then your
Axe
feast.
first. Axe first.
I
Mind
was.
later.
I'll admit, I was worried that I would have some ghostly company here. After a while, I didn't think you didn't think you were all going to make it.
We're quite a strong party, and that's why we will make sure that your ship, the old venture, are proud.
Winfred sort of looks around at his beaten party, and he's just looking at himself who's got out of it without a scratch. Like, yes,
With barely a singe.
capable.
He says, "Well, and the deal is the deal, and I promised you I would show you where a ship is, and I also promised you a choice. And I believe you've done half your job of killing the Spectator, and I'm happy to show you where the ship is. And when
I'm going to run downstairs to get Sophie. Somebody tell me what happens.
And when
Thank you.
And when you take that ship to Skullport, underneath the City of Splendors, I will happily give you the other half of your reward."
So
now,
you will
that
come with
wasn't
us?
the deal.
Of course I'm coming with you. I'm not going to stay here in this place, I don't think.
Oh, perfect. I thought you said you were going to stay there. Oh, absolutely. We'd love to have you.
Well, I was
Ymir's
going to stay here, but then, you made a very interesting proposition that you wanted more, and so I figured I'd book passage aboard your ship.
Yeah, that
Don't just-
works.
Don't just book passage. Just come with us. You can be our helmsman.
He says, "Well, if you can lay my spirit to rest in Skullport, I think that'll be good enough for me. There's a couple of people there, a couple of arseholes that I'd like to haunt for a little while, but then I think, I think I'll be able to move on."
All right. Every voyage has its end, I guess.
Absolutely. So he
Voyage to
gives
Skullport.
you, he says, so in these caves, there is a hidden panel in the main music chamber. One of the coffins in the wall is false. It leads to a hidden passage that will take you to the old smuggler's town that worked with the dwarves here. That is where my ship resides.
In a coffin, you said? Oh, but okay, I guess he's going to show us how to get there anyway.
Yeah. So there's a secret passageway.
I was writing all this down.
Yeah. So you essentially can take a coffin out of the wall, and there's a secret passageway behind it that will lead you to the hidden docks.
Just making sure it's all written down. Perfect. Awesome, Kingston. Well, I believe we will loot through the treasures of this cave, probably have a rest and stay here for the night, but after that, we will venture forth. Do you know anywhere else in this room that might have some treasures that we might not have noticed?
Well, I think the biggest treasure of all is certainly the music hall. It is rumored to be a sort of spell focus, and also, I mean, when you killed the Spectator, did you get any of the items it had been guarding?
Not
No,
yet.
we haven't yet. That was the plan next. We wanted to tell you that our mission was a success.
Because I'm not sure if... what brought you all here? I assume you came here to loot the Spellforge. I mean, this is where the dwarves made magical artifacts.
We're here for that too, but then you said ship, and we were very, very, very excited.
He says, well, there's... I will sort of... He sort of walks with you towards the forge out here, just kind of looking around at your handiwork. Kind of looking around, lets out a ghostly whistle. You sort of did a number on this, on these, and black puddings. Whoever sent those after you must have been an arsehole and a half.
Yep.
I set them on fire.
He says, "Yeah, you sure did, and I wish we had siege equipment like you back when we were ravaging the Sword Coast."
Winfred sort of says under his breath, like holding his tummy. So who are you calling siege equipment?
But yeah, so we will. I think we're still going to kind of wrap it up here. As it's 10:30. But yeah, so you have solved my mini beholder puzzle, I guess. And
That became a black pudding puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, things evolve.
That almost killed me again.
Absolutely. And so we'll hopefully pick up next week with Thorendir in tow, and back at sort of 7:30. And I believe, maybe we're in a position to assault the music hall, and find out who is behind this evil army and what their purpose here is in the Earth Clencher hold. Why have they broken in here to take control of it?
We definitely should rest beforehand, though. Mother of God.
Well, we're gonna have the short rest because we can't long rest because we're still in a dangerous area.
Yeah.
There are enemies nearby.
All the dangerous things are dead.
No, there are enemies still. Remember as well, in this corridor over here, on the right, there were humans sleeping.
And then we've also got this door over here that we haven't opened yet, which is part of the dungeon. There's a ghoul here. He's not really doing anything, but he's still here. There's whatever the fuck these things are up here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just felt like I had to share this. Sophie's at my house making a cup of tea, and she's trying to get things out of the top cupboard. But I moved into an apartment that was made for a 6-foot person, not a 5-foot person. So she's opening all of my cupboards, jumping up to the top shelf to see if she can find a cup.
Cute.
Tiny people are
And
hilarious.
I just felt like I needed to share that with everybody.
But yeah, there's a fucking heap. Maybe we even go outside the cavern, like the cavern, then come back in. We're gonna need spells.
But
I leave that up to you to talk, and we can kind of you can have, or you can, if you're going to start a short rest, which is obviously an hour. A lot can happen in an hour. This will be your second short rest that I believe you'll be having in here. In game, it's currently 6:15 p.m. And there's certainly a world in which patrols and reinforcements and other nasties. But I'll let you have that conversation offline with each other in the chat. And then I want you to sort of come to me start of next session or just ahead of next session with sort of your game plan.
Alternatively,
so I can work around it.
Could we not just go back over here where old mate Kingston was and just perform our long rest in that little cavern there, because that's where the ghost has been. So ideally no one would really go through there because they think it's haunted.
We'll plan that out. Like, honestly, yeah, I agree.
No, this is a question for Dan, because it's not a plan thing. This is because the whole point of us, we were sent over there to get rid of the ghost because the beholder was scared of the ghost. So
but with the beholder dead, this room was probably completely like out of bounds anyway. He wouldn't let anyone in here.
Yeah.
So these are conversations, I leave to you, and you tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you the outcome. But I'm not going to tell you the outcome before we do it, right? Like, I'm not going to... We will handle that next week.
Yeah.
You tell me your action, and I will tell you the repercussions.
Shit.
That's how it works.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was fun. That was heaps of fun. I was on my fucking... yep. I mean, screw Aaron. I mean, I say that normally anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
Screw other Aaron for like summoning a fucking blob monster on us too.
I actually meant other Aaron.
All the Aarons.
Not Aaron.
You,
not
other
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, no, not Thorendir Aaron.
Cool. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there and call it a night myself, as such a long week, 3-day week. Jeez. And we'll be back next week, 7:30 p.m. our time.
That was awesome. Thank you, damn daddy.
Oh, it's all right. Look, say hi to your dad, but I'm your daddy.
Hi, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
Cool. All right, I'm going to wrap up my stream there as well and say goodnight to all these beautiful people.
I'm going to have a cup of tea with Sophie. See you later, guys.
Sounds beautiful.
Well,
Catch you, boys.
Alrighty. I'll mute myself here. Thank you very much. Oh, let me fix this. Thank you all for those of you who were hanging out with us here in the chat. Min, I know you kind of joined us there at the end. I hope you enjoyed Min Clark, the automaton trickster who showed up. I hope I was very true to the character you were kind of thinking of. And look, Pauly owes them a favor now, which I think will be very, very interesting. And the DM Cauldron, I think, was kind of the perfect way. I had a table on sort of some good, bad, etc. And I kind of used that as the way to introduce him, and bit of a traveling salesman, but not without a cost. And I think that was a lot of fun. I'm going to call it a night here. I think there's. I did do a bit of a DM prep session last weekend. I'm going to see if I can do one again this weekend. As obviously we've got the 3 campaigns. We only played one of them this week, as everyone's schedules were all over the place. So hopefully next week we'll be able to continue on with the LC Veil stuff. And I'll set up a new cauldron next week. I'm going to up the limit. Every time we tip a cauldron, I'll up it a little bit. So that one was 10k. Maybe we'll do 11k or something like that. Just as the channel kind of grows a little bit and more people get involved. We'll keep increasing it. Maybe I'll also raise the limit on Wandering Monster. I did increase it this time, but Aaron obviously was able to throw a black pudding at y'all, and look, it made for an excellent session, I think. Unfortunately, Thorendir wasn't there, and the other healer went down pretty quick. But sometimes that's the way it happens. It was just some terrible rolls and some great rolls. I think there was a crit from the black pudding. I'm going to set up for us to go cause a bit of mischief, potentially do a bit of a cheeky raid into another D&D channel that is Australian. Please join me in going in there, sharing a little bit of love, saying hi. And I absolutely value you for coming in here on a Thursday night or a Wednesday morning, Wednesday day for some of you. So thank you for that. And I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll chat to you later. Bye-bye.